right. Jeez, my hair looks like a mess. Welcome to the Thursday evening Hunnaball stream. TNH BS. Thursday night Hunnaball. Yeah, welcome. We are going to be talking about the Combine, among other sports news. Finally, dude, some things are actually happening in the football world. I'm very relieved, as I hope you are. Welcome to the stream. I am trying to just get this little thing figured out here. That's not it. Why is this so damn difficult? Anyways, I hope everyone's having a good night. While everyone files in, I'm just gonna figure out how to get this damn film room working. Because for some reason, this is a real grind. Why are you relieved? I'm relieved because football is back, kind of. I watched the comment for 2 seconds and got bored. Also, what's up? What's up, Mohammed? Good to hear from you. Listen, Otis, you missed out, and we all know the Raiders. Let me turn the music down. My bad. We all know the Raiders, who they're gonna draft. All right, that's no mystery. However, what just happened? Come on, bro. I'm returning this battery tomorrow. What is up? How are your football withdrawals? What the fuck? This is funny music to play right now as I figure out this stupid camera. But yeah, we're keeping on. That's what we're doing. Why is the damn tab so small? There we go. Okay, that'll work. Okay, we're switching to the film room. But what's up, Stoner Cat? Yeah, the football withdrawals we're going tough. Things were not going great, but now we have some stuff to actually talk about, which I'm very excited about. So let me just, okay, I'm way overthinking this here. There we go. Nice and simple. Who cares about the pesky little NFL? Who's ready for baseball? Not me, pal. Not me. But hey, we're going to be talking about Combine. We're going to be talking about all kinds of fun, kooky football stuff because, it's about time there's actually things to talk about. So let's do it. First, I think the big story of the day, as I get ready to change tabs here, is Sonny Styles, man. If you weren't plugged into the NFL today, that's fine. It's the Combine. Life goes on. Let me just pull up these stats here really quick. These are among all linebackers, right? So let's get out of studio mode here. The OBS Pro, and we all love baseball and we'll be watching every game. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's true. All right. So Sonny Styles, and you don't have to be a huge football fan to recognize how wild this is. Okay, so among linebackers, he had the fastest 40-yard dash, tied with his teammate Arvell Reese. 156 10-yard split. Apparently, that's also a tie for first. Highest vertical jump this millennium, I think. This century. He jumped 43.5 inches in the sky. That's well past NBA level. 11.2 broad jump first among linebackers. Best vert and fourth best ever broad jump among linebackers at Combine ever. At 6'5", 244. This guy's a beast, and I kind of want the Giants to take him now. This is weird. I'm kind of in a mental bind now because he's an inside linebacker at 5th overall with pass rushers on the board. But then again, look, man, the Giants need a linebacker. So look, there's a Caleb Downs argument. A lot of people in this chat have been making it. As you can see, his Giants is trending. A lot of people have been making the Caleb Downs argument, but you know what? I'm starting to think Sonny Styles is the man, so I'm hoping we get some more people joining here. That way we can get some more opinions on it. He's still overrated. How so? Wait, what'd I miss here? It's a good thing I got into baseball recently. Bought a baseball bat for the fun of it. Oh, got re into it. Hell yeah, just bought a baseball bat for the hell of it. I like it. That's fun. But numbers don't lie. Men lie, women lie, AI lies. Numbers don't. And Sonny Styles looked like a beast out there. And I just wanted to watch these clips. I wasn't even sure if I was going to stream tonight. And then I saw all the stories. Also, Aaron Glenn fell asleep. So there's that. So let's pull up Sonny Styles here real quick, as he's the talk of the town. Also, it's not worth ignoring that his Arvell Reese also had a really good day. It looks all but certain he'll go number 2 to the Jets. But yeah, we saw the profile. Let's look at this vertical, and it's kind of tough to gauge verticals on just like ability, but first ever for someone 6'4 plus, or first highest for anyone 240 plus. It's tough to gauge watching a video, but that's a lot. He's getting pretty high off the ground there. Big money, what is up? Hey man, Sonny Styles to the Giants would be tough. Combine can lie occasionally, but he still looked amazing. I agree. Look, when DK Metcalf did his whole thing, I kind of drew it back a little bit, not really super eager to crown him as the best wide receiver, and the NFL responded accordingly. But the thing is, Sonny Styles' tape is also really good. He's a great prospect. The only issue with Sonny Styles is that his position. He plays interior linebacker. But if you're a Giants fan like I am and you've been pounding the Caleb Downs table, it's like, well, is inside linebacker, safety, like those aren't the most valuable positions. You have the luxury to take, you know, these freak athletes that probably will be blue chip prospects. And I saw a tweet that said, 5 is now Sonny Styles' floor. I don't know about that. I'd be shocked if he went in the top 4. That being said, look, you got John Harbaugh in the system. John Harbaugh's big on having a good interior linebacker. Had Ray Lewis, had CJ Mosley, among others. I'm kind of parroting some other takes, but the point is that having a good inside linebacker is not something the Giants have had in a really long time. And it would just be a cool fit. It would be a cool fit, and then it wouldn't even matter. It wouldn't even like matter, you know, whether or not we get a receiver. Like, I'm so out on us getting a receiver now. I'm so out. Like, before I was kind of out of it. Now I have no desire to get a receiver. You got Downs, Styles, and maybe even Reese if the Jets do some dumb shit. David Bailey also had a great day. So of course these freak athletes are gonna look like freaks, but it was fun to watch. Yeah, he did look amazing. There's going to be a lot of fluctuation in draft stock right now. Those numbers look pretty good on paper, though. Barbed wires, beautiful, bad zombies. Great time. Thanks, Mohammed. He went to Ohio State, overrated. Well, look, one way or another, the Giants are going to end up with a Buckeye, for sure. Even if they do go receiver, the Giants are going to end up with a Buckeye. Caleb Downs, Arvell Reese, Sonny Styles. The fact that, I saw another tweet, the fact that Julian Sayin couldn't put a championship on this squad is crazy. Like, that's nuts to me. How do you even, like, what? I think that's wild. But yeah, I want to watch this 40 really quick. We'll talk about Reese. We'll talk about Bailey. Someone did this whole like relative athletic score. I'll see if I can find it. They did it with him as a receiver, as a pass rusher, as a linebacker, as a safety, and he tested out great across all of them. So yeah, I mean, look, I don't want to overreact to numbers here, but like, this is pretty insane. This is pretty wild. And DK Metcalf's like a beast. I don't remember what DK Metcalf ran. I think it was in the 4.3s, but still, like, come on. Come on, dude. Wande looks so good with that neighbor, so I don't think an early receiver pick was smart. Well, the thing with that, big money, and by the way, welcome to the chat, brother. I think the thing with that is that Wandale's probably going to walk. Wandale's probably not going to be a Giant next year. But I do agree that I don't think an early receiver pick is smart. I think that's definitely a fillable position. Where is this 40 time? Also, insane broad jump. I'm a sucker for the broad jump, dude. This is a hell of a feat of athleticism. Remember when Byron Jones jumped like 12, like 12 feet? That was crazy. Former Cowboys corner. And then let's look at this 40. Who doesn't love watching a 40-yard dash? Hold on. There it is. That looks fine, I guess. That looks fine. Nice and speedy. In fact, hold on. Hold on. Let's run this back one more time. There it is. OBS Pro over here. Just straight speed. Straight speed. I'm sure the NFL Network's going to copyright this part, but straight speed. So, pretty absurd, like they said. Ohio State football's having fun. They got this cool video of Sonny Styles. Just cold-blooded athlete, right? Arvell Reese also went wild. Yeah, I mean, he also went, what, 4.47 or something like that? Something like that. Yeah, so there's a lot of talent here. I think taking a shot on 1 or 2 late wide receivers is probably more worth an early investment. Like late round, I think so. I agree. I think especially the way the NFL is going right now, I completely agree. Where you have guys just get, like, showing up out of nowhere. There's so much talent coming out of college each year. Like, there's a lot of guys. We haven't talked about receivers yet. That's this week. So big money. If you're new to the stream, we do a War Room Wednesday where we break down position groups, and we're doing receivers this week. And I feel like you go down the board. if you go down the board for receivers here, like there's a lot of options, right? Oh, after the catch, come on. I just need like a list here. Sure, yeah, why not? Sure, ESPN. Like, you could argue that these first 8 guys are like first round talents, and I don't think the Giants will go receiver in the second round. Of course, they don't have a third round pick, but you know, there's guys all over the place. There's Elijah Surratt, you know, Jacob, like, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I know who all these guys are, but what I'm saying is I just feel like the depth for the receiver position is deeper than ever before. Just in general, just as drafts go. Not even specifically this class. But yeah, a lot of people are fired up about Sonny Styles. They're ready to crown him. Titans fans are talking about him going at 4. That would be wild. Sounds cool. Yeah, I've been sub for a while. This is my first stream. Welcome, man. Appreciate it, dude. Yeah, do War Room Wednesday. But no, man. And then the evening streams, which is more realistic for people to get to. But yeah, dude. So a lot of buzz right now for Sonny Styles, man. And like, I'm not a combine guy, but yeah, Bengals fans are talking about them getting Styles. Yeah, that's not happening anymore. If we look at the draft order really quick, why is it? Okay, here we go. If we look at the draft order really quick, right? Obviously, Raiders, their pick is made. 10 days until free agency. There you go. Obviously, the Raiders pick is made. I'd imagine the Jets go either one of David Bailey or Arvell Reese. They both had pretty good days today, and they're both high-end pass rushers, which we'll talk about Aaron Glenn in a second, the guy who was snoozing for a bruising during the combine today. The receiver depth also allows the Giants to wait more, which is huge because there's more important positions to bolster. Exactly. And the Giants have a decent amount of roster flexibility relative to where they've been the past few seasons. They have a lot of important pieces already set. The offensive line is pretty good. And I feel like now is a good time to just take another blue chip best player available. I think that was one of the better things Joe Shane did in last year's draft. And he had a good draft. Fun fact about Joe Shane. The report cards came out today for NFL teams, and Joe Shane was graded as the worst GM in football by the players. Dude got a D+, so that goes to show how valuable he is in that organization. Then you look at Arizona, and I think Arizona almost is for certain going to go offensive line. I've seen Jeremiah Love to them once, but I think between Francis or Fano, probably Francis, they'll probably go offensive line. So that leaves the Titans. And I think the Titans are gonna get their pick, right? They get the 4th overall pick, and so either Arvell Reese or David Bailey, one of them will be there, right? And I think that's who they should take. I don't think Ruben Bain's a bad call. But I guess what I'm getting at here is I don't see a world where Sonny Styles or Caleb Downs goes in the top 4 at all. So with that, the Giants are going to get a decision here. They're going to get a pick as Mahi joins, and Jar, we may take Styles at 5. Yeah, it's that post I said that we're highly interested in Love at 5. Yeah, no, that's total smoke. That's total smoke. Underrated move today. I love the DeFondre Sweat to the Jets move for both sides. I thought that was a good move too. Well, we got some people here. Worse than Kwesi is crazy. Yeah, no, pretty wild. But no, I thought that was a cool move too. It was Sweat for Jermaine Johnson. But again, that reaffirmed, if anything, the Jets are going to go edge rusher. Which again, not much of a surprise. No one thought they were going to take fucking Jordan Tyson 2nd overall. Like they were going to take an edge rusher. So it makes sense. Which I think kind of reframes it a little bit, because I feel like if you're going to thin out your edge room with sending Jermaine Johnson, I really do feel like David Bailey or Ruben Bain, who, you know, measured out with very short arms. He didn't really, he didn't exactly stretch Armstrong's wingspan out there, so he didn't grade super well as far as just body intangibles. I don't remember if he ran or did anything else. Apparently he interviewed well, so that's nice. But missed me with the Banks out of Florida. 23-year-old can't stop the run. Do not take him round 1. Banks out of Florida. Okay. I mean, what? Like who? Banks out of, who is that? Who is that? Is that a linebacker? Who is Banks out of Florida? Again, I'm still catching up on this draft class. 1st round grade, I'm assuming. Do not take him round 1. Why would we put Smoke out there, though? It's not like anyone's going to trade for Love at 4, so what would the Smoke be for? If we take Jeremiah Love, I'm going to lose my mind. I like him. He's going to be a good player. I'm going to lose... He's a D-tackle. Okay. I'm going to lose my mind. Caleb Banks, there he is. I think his card was like pretty bad in CFB. That's all I know. But he's a 2-gap defender. He's quick, and he can split double teams, but he's not a very technical or polished pass rusher, so there you go. I like Caleb Banks. Well, you got some friction, Otis. But yeah, no, I think there's a lot on the table here. A lot of moving parts. And I mean, I'll be floored if the Giants, with all of our needs and all of this blue chip talent on the board, if they go, man, if they go running back, I'm gonna, dude. Like Sonny Styles is gonna climb the boards like crazy today. So what else happened? That's just the talk of the town. That's just the talk of the town right now. And I think for teams like Cincinnati and teams like Washington, they had good days. He's just not a first-round player. Fair enough. They didn't have good days. Let's be honest. Also, we had a lot of people in here. Drop a like if you haven't already. But yeah, like Washington's gonna get someone good. That's the annoying part. And I just feel like the thing about this draft is we have our morning stream tomorrow, right? Where F It Friday, where we're gonna make our takes. I'm gonna make some rookie takes. And I went into the combine today thinking, you know what? I just don't like the vibe around David Bailey. I feel like someone's got to be bad in this class, right? They can't all just be blue chip talents. And, you know, after watching the combine, I'm like, maybe they all could just be really good. I don't think now is the time to take a wide receiver, which is weird to say. You'd think as a football fan, it's like scoring, excitement, all that. But like, man, if you're leaving the top 7 with like a receiver, I don't know about that. I think Ruben Bain's tape and athleticism is awesome. David Bailey had a good day. Teams seem really high on him. He'll probably go 2. Arvell Reese, you could play him anywhere. Maybe not quarterback, but you can play him most positions. And I think Sonny Styles, like very much secured a top 10 position, I think. Unless it comes out that he like, you know, I don't even know at this point. Linebackers get away with a lot. I was gonna say beats up his girlfriend, but I feel like linebackers get away with a lot. So that's even that. Like, I don't think I don't see a world where Sonny Styles goes after the Bengals at 10. God, and I'm like sweating it because it's like, who's gonna take Caleb Downs? Is he actually gonna fall to Dallas? So much at play here. So much at play here. I'm not gonna lie, no one in this draft feels like blue chip guys. There's a lot of talent, but they all seem to have glaring holes. That David Bailey feeling is Texas Tech tax. I felt the same way about Tyree Wilson. That's what it was. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. I want to like Arvell Reese because I kind of want him to go to the Giants, and I like Ruben Bain's like just film. The 2 Miami games I watched this year, he's just fun. He's explosive. So yeah, that's probably it. I would trade away all my picks for next year's picks, and that's why I'm not a GM. Damn, so we're getting some mixed opinions here. Hope we get Mendoza. Don't know if we can though. Yeah, Raiders are gonna have to make some moves. A D tackle from round 1. I need a run defense literally worse than the entire draft class at his position. Are the Bears in play to take him? I thought the Bears were probably yeah. The Bears need some defense. The Bears for sure need some defense. David Bailey's crazy raw. Feels like Trayvon Walker to me. Teams love that though. There's so much ego that goes into that. And think about it, right? Let's just draw this out. Okay, let's say the Jets go Arvell Reese because they want to do it all gadget guy. Listen, even for the Jets, you have Aaron Glenn and Bob Saleh, both defensive guys, both Jets coaches for some reason, both defensive guys that I would hope that they feel like they can coach up raw prospects. I mean, shoot, man, Bob Saleh's coached up countless guys. So if you're telling me you can get David Bailey and pass on the T-Rex that is Ruben Bain, I would imagine that Robert Saleh would feel good about coaching him up. So that's it. Ray Lewis was a linebacker. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Yeah, that's what I was getting at. And you know, Ray Lewis is 2-time Super Bowl champ. Maybe we can get the same with Sonny Styles. And who else? Roquan Smith played inside, right? Roquan Smith was a crazy prospect. He ended up being worth the pick. I'm trying to think of other interior linebackers that were good. Isaiah Simmons also had a crazy combine day. Let's not forget he wasn't exactly amazing. So, you know, you take the good with the bad with the combine, but I just feel like when you put up freak numbers, Sonny Styles already felt like a blue chip prospect. You guys have told me about him a bunch. Man, I'm excited. I'm excited for April. I'm excited to see what the Giants actually do. And let's see if idiot Joe Shane can actually piece it together. If you're just joining us, Joe Shane got a D+ on the report card. So that's great. That's the worst among all GMs. I've been seeing the Bears mocking Lee Hunter a lot. If y'all take him, I'd be so pissed. I want him at 37. Jeez. There you go. There you go, Bears. But this is some wild stuff. So, I mean, other news within the combine, because again, like, Jacob Rodriguez, I wonder what he's gonna feel like. But yeah, let's go to Reese here. I want to talk about Aaron Glenn. Hold on. Let's talk about Aaron Glenn. Nope, misspelled it. Aaron Glenn. Spell it right? Yep. Let's talk about Aaron Glenn, who fell asleep at the combine. I'm sure you guys saw it, but in case you didn't, head coach Aaron Glenn fell asleep while on national television at the combine. As on defensive line day, no less. The position the Jets are for sure gonna go with, especially after they trade Jermaine Johnson. Yeah, he's out like a light. He doesn't. Sorry, David Bailey. Tough luck, Chuck. If the Giants cook on this draft, the Giants can be scary and so young too. Yes, that's the thing. I saw some Giants fans, I think it was like Evan or whatever, because I got back on Twitter today just to catch up with the combine, making fun of the Commanders because they're so old and the Giants have like a bunch of young talents. Andrew Thomas, only 28. You had all kinds of options there. So yeah, I'm excited. Jack Campbell was a beast for us at Iowa, but 18 was a crazy reach. But I think he panned out. I think he panned out at least. I think the Lions are happy with the pick. Quarterbacks do get away with murder, however, tight end starts. Mom is just dishing jokes, and it's funny. But yeah, no, that's a terrible look. No way around it. It's a bad look. Aaron Glenn snoozing. And I get it, man. Long flight from New York to Indianapolis. What is that, like 2 hours? He's not even jet lagged, probably. I was being sincere by saying that's a long flight. It's thinking about it, it's really not. What is the... All right, let's look this up to verify. They definitely flew, right? I don't think they did a road trip. So let's go New York... New Jersey. New Jersey to Indy flight. Let's see. Hopefully my location doesn't come up here. All right, good. Yeah, 2 hours nonstop. And they're the Jets. They should have good planes. It's a stupid joke. 2 hours nonstop. That's not a crazy flight. Maybe he was up. Maybe we can give him the benefit of the doubt and say maybe he was up all night scouting. But why would you be up all night scouting before the combine? This shirt smells like sweet tarts. I don't know what's going on. I'm glad football's back. He was trying to escape from the reality of being part of the Jets. I don't blame him. I'll tell you, that I do get. You ever have like a good dream? Obviously. And then you wake up and you're like, damn it, I wish I could just go back. Like that dream. My life's never going to be better than that dream. I had a dream last night that I was on like a huge podcast. And then I woke up and I was like, damn it, you got to build up the Hunnaball thing. This is the kind of high level analysis you don't get on ESPN. Yeah, exactly. He's taking a 2 hour flight. That's exactly it. I'm just trying to figure out why he could be asleep. It was at like it was in the afternoon. I think it started at 3 Eastern. So like it would be one thing if it was, I don't know. God, could you imagine if Sean McVay like just knocked out? I wonder how often that happens. Like, we'll never be able to quantify that. Aaron Glenn's bad luck. The camera guy, what an asshole putting Aaron Glenn on. There's a shot that other coaches have fallen asleep at the combine before. We just didn't see it. But, you know, he was sitting front and center. God, if this was Joe Shane, I'd lose my mind. So, you know, poor Jets fans. They had the 2nd overall pick and still no hope. They should just take Ty Simpson and call it. Maybe that's what this is. Maybe he's falling asleep because he knows they're going to take Ty Simpson, so it doesn't even matter. So, yeah, everyone was talking about this. I thought this was downright hilarious. And, yeah. And that's the crux of that. So let's go to the other, the probably future New York Jet, Arvell Reese, who interviewed pretty well. I will say, Arvell Reese has done like a pretty big media circuit. He seems like a nice dude. I'm not going to like knock him or anything. He does seem a little... I don't know, standoffish to the press, which is fine. He's a linebacker. You don't need him to communicate like a damn quarterback. But it's just interesting because I watched him in Florio and Chris Sims interviewed him, and Arvell Reese like basically deflected every question they had, which like you can make the argument. It's the right call. Why risk taking your draft stock? But they asked him like, which quarterback do you want to sack? What position do you like playing more? What's so great about football? Like all these questions, like these open-ended questions where you can really like set home like, I love tackling quarterbacks. And he like didn't. And that's fine. He's allowed to be stoic. I just thought it was interesting. He's like an interesting character, I think. And that's the only real like interviews I watched because I was really... 2 days ago, I think. Yeah, Wednesday. After we talked about it, I was like very bought into Arvell Reese to the Giants. I thought maybe, just maybe, David Bailey can go 2 and Arvell Reese can fall to 5 and the Giants can be set. They can move him around. Gadget guy, edge rusher, linebacker. The only person I'm kind of out on is Caleb Downs, and it's not even his fault. Yet another L for the Jets. Yeah, exactly, not the first. Kobe used to take 3-minute power naps. Most professional athletes, it's possible someone got him in the middle of it. That's very true. That's very true. He could have been taking a power nap, but I don't think during the combine is the time to do it. Georgia tight end had a pretty funny quote from today. What do you say? Wait, what tight end? Bowers? Which tight end? Also, sleeping like knuckle on your chin like the thinker looks painful as hell. You know, that's a good point. Let's go back. I hadn't thought about that. That's a good point. That's like pro sleeping in class move right there. Because because you can't, I can't really show it on the camera, but you can't, like, imagine this is the desk. You can't just, you know, imagine that's like horizontal, then you're just giving it away. If you're sleeping in class and you're like on the desk, that's never a good look. A teacher's gonna get you immediately. But I feel like when you go like this, you kind of just edge into the nap a little bit. I've fallen asleep in class a few times in that position specifically, so it's not too bad. Normally, I'll go like this, you know, kind of increase the surface area a little bit. No, you guys don't care. You guys don't care. I'm going on a tangent. But Oscar Delp, he was saying he enjoys overpowering other men. Let's see this. Oscar Delp. That's, jeez. There's a joke in there. Oscar Delp. Let's see. Great.
For sure. I mean, I can be put anywhere. I mean, like I said, I feel like I'm looked at as a blocking tight end. Like I'm a receiving tight end that learned how to block, and you know, I feel like, and I enjoy it. You know, I fell in love with blocking. I mean, who doesn't like just overpowering another man against his will? So.
Jeez. It's not a bad quote. That's pretty funny. That's not bad. That's not bad. Hell yeah, Oscar Delp. You just got delped, buddy. Ever to play devil's advocate, I fall asleep pen in hand while writing an essay. You guys ever fall asleep at work? Like just crash? Like at like a desk? I feel like that's gotta be like a mixed feeling. Sometimes I'll fall asleep while I'm editing and I like wake up, I'm like, hell yeah, I was working my ass off last night. But it's not quality sleep, I'll tell you that. Especially not in this dumb fucking chair, as I've talked about many times. Not, like, it doesn't help the back. But that's all good. But yeah, what else happened in the combine? I feel like those were the big stories I saw today. Aaron Glenn falling asleep, Sonny Styles like reaffirming his draft stock, and Kirby music. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, it was defensive line day, so let's see. Megan Thee Stallion did a thing. Paramount bought Netflix. Or no, Paramount bought HBO, so that sucks. Everyone's talking about Sonny Styles, though. This is, you know, he's growing on Jaden here. A lot of Giants fans coming out of the woodwork and talking about Sonny Styles and how, like, awesome he is. Here. Let's switch here. There we go. Let's see this, eh? This is tough, man. I'm not going to pretend like I know how to scout a college linebacker, but hey, here we are. What is that chair? It's part of the reason I've been dealing with a back injury for the past, I don't know, 3 months, but we're getting better. We're getting better. Things are looking up. Receiving tight ends, another term for design. Yeah, no, seriously, everybody, all these media pundits are burying the real term, the designer tight end. I've knocked out studying calculus and microbiology. That was a feeling of mental fatigue that cannot compare. I don't doubt it. I don't doubt it. Both of them, calculus and microbio. Yeah, no thanks. Jeez. I stopped at pre-calc, and even then, not my thing. So prayers out to Stoner Cat. I mean, it's just, you know, John Harbaugh would be able to coach a guy like Sonny Styles, right? Like, you know, he'd be a Pro Bowler, All-Pro. I feel like he has a very high floor. An inside linebacker going to like a John Harbaugh scheme. It's got to be worth the $60 for no back pain. It is, but this little pillow I got, it's kind of been curbing it. And to be honest, I do a lot of stuff standing anyway. But no, I hear ya. I hear ya. Like, I'm out here to try to I'm trying to upgrade the chair. That's a big goal. Yeah, I can't do it, Calc. I'm in it right now, suffering. Good God. I love when we have like such a wide age demo here. It's like college or high school doing Calc, bro. I'll tell you. So when I was like, this is not worth mentioning, but man, when I was in high school and I did pre-calc, I was just, you know, taking a math to like get some more points with my college. I didn't need to. Man, I took pre-calc and I was with a bunch of kids that were juniors and I was a senior and I was struggling. And these kids are like swinging up. So they're a year younger than me. They're all super whack, like, oh, 6'7". This was way before that, but still. They were all super whack, and they were all super smart, a bunch of eggheads. And I'm like, guys, like, you're making me look like a damn idiot. I would get so jealous. And I'm like, golly. So I never had a good math relationship. Also, my teacher didn't like me. So, I mean, obviously, I was on the morning news show, and one time I was like, thank God I'm not in pre-calc, lol. And she heard that and got really upset. Like, yeah, right. I brought a sleeping bag to class in my junior year of high school. Teacher was mad for some reason. Dude, that's good. That's good. One time I won, this is such a stupid story. One time I won a pillow. You know when Tyrese Halliburton tweeted out, or you guys know the meme, it's like when you're part of the group project and you get an A even though you didn't do anything. When I was in my freshman year, sleeping in class was like my favorite thing. I don't know why. I just felt like an adult. And I was in this film class that I had no idea what was going on. Wasn't even a film guy. Little did I know I would graduate with a film degree, which was a great decision. But we're in this class doing this like ad for this mattress company, and we won the contest. So we had the best project in the class. So the guy comes in and it's like, hey, you guys did a hell of a job. We're gonna run that ad on TV. How badass is that? I wasn't even in it. And everybody else was in it. I wasn't even in it. They're like, we're gonna run that ad on TV. So we're gonna give you all a free pillow on the house, one pillow. So I'm just carrying a pillow around all day like a fucking doofus. And then I got to my last class of the day and it was health, for God's sake. So I wasn't missing much. I usually played Fortnite back then, like just in class, because like who's paying attention to health? So I was like, you know what, to hell with it. So I put the pillow on the ground and just like crashed. Whole class just knocked out. Some of the best sleep I've ever had in my life. So I hear you. That's the way to do it. My stupid camera turned off. But yes, I'm a Ravens fan. Thought of letting go of Harbaugh was the right move for us, but I thought he'd be great for wherever he went. Hey man, thanks, big money. Yeah, welcome. We're a Ravens fan. Yeah, we got to cross it off. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, we're playing fan bingo. That's right. We've had another Ravens fan before, but not like a true Ravens fan. Like someone I know who is a Ravens fan popped into the stream once. That didn't really count. I like the organic finding fans of different teams. So yeah, so that updates the team bingo. We still need Miami and Buffalo, Houston, and oh no, we got Miami. Oh, we got Sticky Steven here too. What's up, man? Hell yeah. Was it a good pillow? It was a nice pillow. I don't know what happened to it. I kept it in the plastic casing during the school day. I don't remember what happened to it, honestly. I guess I moved, tossed it, but yeah. Let me look up this, the fan bingo and make sure. We are like so close. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Tampa, where it stands. I did this. We need Tampa, Buffalo, Chiefs, which like that's gonna be a tough one. A Chiefs fan joining and like proudly embracing like Chiefs Kingdom is gonna be a lot. Colts and then Texans. We're 5 away from checking off every fan base, which I think is cool. We are missing Tampa. Yeah, we are, which sucks. That's gonna be a tough one to track down. I always thought when math classes cut up people into groups of 4, they get 2 people who get it. One who's almost there and one who just not care. Yeah, that's about right. That's about right. And I was always the last guy. Especially as a senior, getting senioritis in pre-calc with a bunch of juniors. They're all like sweating the ACTs. I'm like, I'm out of here, guys. You have fun. You guys enjoy learning math. I'm gonna go learn important things like film. Whatever. We also have Buffalo. What do you mean? Do we have Buffalo? Like we need Buffalo. We're missing Buffalo. Sticky Steve, my boy, go back to the old profile pic. It was stinky. It was stinky. This is a different account. I still have the old profile pic. Yeah, exactly. This is neutral Sticky Steven. Is this different from evil Sticky Steven? So funny. We have many Charger fans. It's hard to believe they exist. We have many Chargers fans. Organic and inorganic. If we check off Chiefs, I'm gonna make sure he gets unchecked. Yeah, that's the fear. Yeah, Otis is gonna get in here and bully. All the Chiefs fans are only fans when they're up. That's, you know, then they better be good for one more year. Let's get them good for one more year. Get one Chiefs fan in here and then call it. It is funny though. Like once I saw Texans, I'm like, yep, that makes sense. It's not shocking that we're still the thinnest division that we need is the AFC South. That's the only division that we don't have 2 teams in. Are we missing? We got Broncos. I forget who, but damn it, I know we got Broncos though. I know Chard Wynn is like a pseudo Broncos fan, but there were others. There were others, no doubt. Many Chargers fans. You might have every. There's a chance. There's a good chance. I'm telling you, being in Southern California, I know Charger fans. I don't like Charger fans, but we've had at least 4. Like at least 4. And one of them was organic on my flag football team, but he met me after he saw this channel, which was so cool and weird at the same time. But yeah, no, isn't it fun? Fan bingo. There's some Sunny Styles, everybody. I'm also a Panthers fan, so you count me out for that. We got Panthers too, but hell yeah. Hell yeah, big money. Oh, geez, here comes Otis. You can't be a fan of multiple teams. We have multiple Broncos. Oh, that's true. Yeah, no, and we had countless joining. If we go back for Giants Broncos, there were countless that were in there just ripping me a new one because Denver had like so many primetime games this year for whatever reason. So yeah, we got Broncos checked, no doubt. And then we had a fella join last week. It was a Dolphins fan. That was big. That was big for the cause. All right, enough of the linebacker tape. But yeah, is there any other like big combine news? I'm like trying to see who would post a lot. Let's see what Solak said. Let's see what Ben Solak has to say at a time like this. AJ Brown, Rashad Bateman for a 2 and a 4. Do it. Do it. Make it happen. Make it happen. All right, let's see. Sunny Styles, we can end the event tonight. It's not going to get better than this. Yeah, so he's big on Sunny Styles, obviously. Since the 03 Combine, 7 players have jumped at least 42 inches vert over 240 pounds. Only 1 have cleared 43. That player is Sunny Styles. 11. So he's pretty big on Sunny Styles. That's safe to say. All right, let's check these out. I love these. I thought it came out that these weren't going to be public, but I guess they just leaked. So who cares? Oh, I want to hear this. Ruben Bain's arm length is fine. Oh, that's got to be a contrarian argument.
I want to talk about why that matters and why that doesn't. I'm not breaking any news here, but arm length.
Come on, Solak.
Right, so Ruben Bain has 31-inch arms, which is the 4th smallest arm length for an edge rusher in the combine this century.
AJ Brown getting traded. He's getting traded, man. I think he's out.
I'm not breaking any news here, but arm length does matter for.
I don't know why it's even a combo. Oh, look, whether or not he should is like not really the argument. I think he will though, just because. I think he's just soured way too much in Philly.
Nick Bonito has 32.5, which is long for his size. TJ Watt 33, Jamie Collins 34. We also see Michael Parsons.
We need a Ravens Panthers Super Bowl. That would be nuts. Cats versus the Birds. I feel like there's a show in there. I was gonna say Tom and Jerry, but that doesn't work. Why is that team called the Rats? That'd be a great team name. Why are the Commanders the Washington Rats? It's not as good as Hogs, but it's pretty good. The Washington Rats.
Look at the way that he uses this inside arm, that left arm, to pop cross off of his frame, and then he continues to lean into him and uses that length, 33.5-inch arms, to prevent Cross from resetting his hands. So now he can just walk Cross back into Sam Darnold's lap and force the pressure. It's this length that Bain's going to lack at the NFL level. It's going to make it tough for him to win pass rushes through a tackle's chest like this.
I wonder what side Ruben Bain's going to play on. They'll probably move him around.
Discover that, hey, there's more than one way to skin the cat, right?
I'm getting talking to Omar Cooper at Indiana. Feels like he could be the Rasheed Rice Nagy system. Can't believe I just mentioned Nagy in reference to my team. Yuck. Get over it, Jarv. Chiefs are going to be bad this year, and it's because they're going to be missing Matt Nagy. We all know it. Let's be honest with ourselves. Honestly, even though I don't like multiple teams, it's fine. I only get mad at Chardwin because it's like 2 of my most hated teams. Fair enough. Fair enough. AJ Brown should go really not a good relationship with the team. And I think Eagles fans hate him too because he dropped those passes in the playoffs, which was hilarious. AJ Brown's first time on the 2 most run-heavy teams in the NFL. He should be getting 1,700. Wow. Big AJ Brown guy, Steven. No shit. I like it. I think Rats is the worst name, not as bad as Redskins, but the close second. I feel like Rats ain't bad. You get Remy.
Big hump rush move. This is where Bain's.
Who is that? That's not Fano. I'm a Rats fan. That's cool. I'm a Rats fan. Get Chucky Charles Entertainment Cheese on the sideline. Yeah, I like the Rats.
I did a piece on Trey Hendrickson when the Bengals won the Super Bowl like 5 years ago, and their defense.
All right, Solak. Let's not be too long-winded here. Jeez. We hang out in a sewer. I think that's pretty badass. Just embrace it. Bro, there's a team called the Cleveland Browns. Let's not pretend like that's some glitz and glamour name. You should have started whining a while ago when he could have been T.O. I don't know about T.O. Where are we putting A.J. Brown amongst current wide receivers? Back end of the top 10, right? Probably. Let me see who I can name, right? Puka, who's annoying, but he's good. Jamar Chase, Jettas. I'm not gonna fight. I'm not gonna even entertain an argument here. But Neighbors, JSN, our guy. That's 5. Who else is like handed? CD Lamb for sure. I'm trying to think. Not Jalen Waddle. No one on Buffalo. That's for damn sure. Who should trade for AJ Brown, by the way? I feel like I'm missing some big names. No one on the stupid Jets. Now I'm just going by division. Is Nico Collins better than AJ Brown? I feel like there's an argument to be had there. Trying to think. Is Cortland Sutton better than AJ Brown? This is tough. It's just easier to look at this. It's just easier to look at my little helmets here. Let's see. Who else is there? I don't think Ladd's better. Ladd can suck it. Amon-Ra, probably. Yeah, I'd say that's what, 6? No one on the Bears. Ah, boy. Tetero's not there yet. I think Drake London's probably better, right? If we're being honest. So what's that, like 9 names? Maybe? Almost? Where are we at with that, fellas? I'm curious what you guys agreed with and didn't agree with. This is Rats. Eagles fans hate any player not on their team to make. Oh yeah, Eagles fans are the absolute worst. I completely agree. This is Rats Nation. It sounds bad. Well, you don't have to say that. This is Rats Nation. The Rats are cooking. I don't know. That sucks. Rats fit way better. New York Rats. Jets. Come on. It's right there. Just embrace it. Wear gray. Wear like gray and pink. The New York Rats. Why not? Play like it. Play like it. Rucker. Hey. There we go.
You see that apparently the Vikings are interested in trading for.
Thanks for the 5, John.
What a joke of a team, man.
That's funny to hear. Yeah, I did see that. And it does really look like the Vikings are going to make a quarterback move. I think it was Richardson was their plan. The Browns also have a big plan around Richardson. From what I read, Malik Willis is plan A, and then Richardson is plan 2. What the hell? Why is it playing again? Okay. Like just lagged. But what a joke of a team. That's cracking me up. But no, man, I look, I don't disagree that they're a joke. I don't like the move. Sorry, it sideswiped me. We'll get back to quarterbacks in a second. Top 2 Dallas receivers are tough to rank. I agree, they are tough. Only thing I like about Rats, it's so stupid we can make fun of people for losing to the Rats like we do with the football team. Yeah. That's good. That's a brand. You're telling me you won't buy a T-shirt that's like New Jersey Rats, Philly Rats. What's a city that needs a team? Send a team to Canada. The Toronto Rats. It's good. It's good. AJ's 4, now 5 with JSN. If Dak was feeding AJ, he would be at least on CD's level. Wow. I don't agree with that. He's in range with Nico. Don't break up Nico Collins, man. Cortland Sutton. Nico is elite. Nico's good. Nico's really good. Brown definitely top 5, but towards the bottom. I think that's about right. I think like around that 8 to 10 range is about fair. Salt Lake City Rats. I like it. Salt Lake City Rats. Stoner Cat throwing a 9 mention out there, but I think it's 9th best wide receiver. Jets are cool. New York took 2 and kept on thugging. Yeah, I see. Maybe get a 3rd one. If the Bills the Bills aren't going to leave now because they built that awesome stadium, but other teams that could, oh man. Damn, I don't know. Other teams that could take the Rats mantle. If the Bears move, whatever city they're going to, the Lafayette Rats. That's stupid. Vikings are so cooked, man, after they let Darnold walk. I think it's more about just kind of, they're just so damn, they hate JJ McCarthy. Everything is reading, they hate JJ McCarthy. It would be one thing if they're like, he might not be great, but he's our guy. And we're going to, through thick and thin, we're going to go with 9. Through thick and thin, we're going to go with 9. That's our guy. And they're not doing that. So let's look up Vikings really quick. Let's see what's going on here. This is the thing we were looking for. Here's Kevin O'Connell running the combine. Sure, why not? I'm telling you guys, KOC's a fraud. I thought he was the QB whisperer. I was ready to make a whole video about how KOC is like awesome, about how he got the most out of Dan Jones. And 4.61, damn. Hey, not bad, not bad at all. JJ McCarthy sucks, to be fair, but yeah, they clearly don't believe in him. I mean, but again, it's like he's 23, man. Cut him some slack. What happened to letting a quarterback develop? Like, what is, like, come on. Is everybody just TikTok brain in the NFL now? Is that what we're doing? LA has more rats than New York, so Rams would be a nice change. LA rats. I don't think that tracks as well. I feel like LA is just too short. Los Angeles rats. The Clippers should take that one. KOC's overrated. None of these coaches get praised by the media as geniuses year after year with no real accomplishments ever turn around. I mean, Kyle Shanahan, you could argue he's more, I mean, turn it around. I guess what is winning it? Like, we get back to this. Again, how do you qualify winning? But I feel like you can make the argument with Shanahan or McVay. Like, these guys get praised by the media frequently, and they get the job done. It's just a mixed bag. We'll see. If you're branding the rats, you should call yourself the cheese hunters. That's good. That's good. Oh my God, yeah, make it the Bears. That'd be hilarious. Then every time you beat the Packers, you're set. I'll tell you, we're giving the NFL free game here. We're really, this rats thing. I know you just need to change the letter, Muhammad, but it just doesn't, like Rams, rats. It just doesn't have the same, you know? Like, I understood that. And people overrate team turnarounds and coach of the year and give it to people like Stefanski and Dable instead of the actual best coaches. That's fair. Coach of the year is definitely a isolated and relatively meaningless award. I'll give you that. I do agree with that take a lot. Okay, I wanted to look up AR. Yeah, actually, you know what? Let's have some real fun here. To Reddit. Also, apparently, I don't know why Vikings TV keeps coming up. The show. Okay. Vikings ownership, A+, best ownership in the league. There you go. That's not bad. John Randall's doing stuff. Yeah, but what about AR? And also, I kind of buried this. Also, Rondale Moore dying is really sad. Make sure to check on people you care about. If you ever feel like you're struggling, you know, we got the Hunnaball stream.
You're a bad dude. Yes, sir. And you're going to play a long time in this league. For sure. All right? Go to work every day. Good things will happen for you. I still believe in you. I know these guys too. Shane does too. Yes, sir. Okay, this organization loves you. Go to work. Appreciate that. Yes, sir.
There you go. If KO loves him, then there you go. Yeah, Tommy Kramer's calling it. Jage just needs reps. Can we put the Chargers back at San Diego? Can we? I would love that, but it's not going to happen. Shanahan made the Super Bowl in his third year as head coach. Yeah, I guess so. McVay did too. But then again, it's like the defensive minds Ernest talked about, like they're not amazing. Like John Harbaugh, Mike Tomlin, they got sent packing this year. Everyone hates their coach. That's the takeaway of 2025. Everyone hates the coach. Going back to the conversation earlier in the year, every team wants to fire their coach. Yeah, there's only like 10 to 12 coaches who are going to stay with their team for the next 5 years. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's Mahi beat me to the punch. Exactly. So what should the other 20 teams do? Keep scapegoating the coach and not firing the GM. The bottom 3 GMs today from the NFL's report card, the player report card, or bottom 4 actually, all kept their jobs. Their coaches were fired, but all the GMs kept their jobs. There's such a weird job security discrepancy because I feel like it's so noise based. You know what I mean? It's so oriented to what the fans say, which is not fair. That's not how football's ran. If anything, the coach needs to be around longer to establish culture and discipline and structure, whereas the GM's just drafting guys and trading for guys. The only thing with GMs is you kind of want to see through their vision and plan. But I feel like GMs are kind of on an unfairly long leash compared to coaches who are on an unfairly short leash. And I think that's more of a macro analysis of the NFL teams and how they're ran. Hard Knocks is a good example. Coaches get their teeth kicked in. I was a fan because I used to live there, but when they moved, I dropped them because it sucks that they left. But yeah, Jesse Minter's elite. Right. Hell yeah, big money. Nice, another Cali guy. Yeah, good call dropping the Chargers, man. That's a fan base of pain. Can you pull up that report? Yeah, let's do it. I thought I did. I must have done it in a different tab. I did. Here we go. All right. Cardinals got the Cardinals got an F locker room. If you haven't watched my owner video already, I did talk about it. I said it looks like a 24-hour fitness. And like the funny thing is, after I made that video, the 24-hour fitness near me got renovated. So they've got the Cardinals beat. Let's be honest. Let's look up the Cardinals locker room. We'll get to all the teams for sure, but I just want Cardinals. I think that's the locker room. I realized that said locker room, gym, same thing. Like this is like this is just not ideal. Like, come on. Like, I know it's not terrible, but yeah, this is a D2 college. Like the Reddit post said, this is a D2 college. There's nothing cool about this. LSU, Ohio State, you name it, mogs the hell out of this locker room. So that's why it got an F minus actually. Team ownership also got an F. You don't want that. Weight room D plus. I thought they might have renovated it, but it doesn't sound like it. Let's see the weight room. Yeah, man. Look, I'm not a architect. I don't know what the hell he's my first. Wait, what? I love my coach though. For now, yeah, for now. Seriously, I loved Brian Dable, and now no one hates a team more than their own fans. Yeah, for sure. Coaches, GM shouldn't be dependent on team success necessarily because it encourages them trying to contend when you just suck. Yeah, no, that's the thing. Coaches and GMs, everybody needs a longer leash. The quarterbacks, the coaches, the GMs. But then again, every year, there are these first-year head coaches that turn it around. To reference another video, my Art of Great Coaching video, every year there are these first-year coaches that turn it all around, and then every other owner or GM or whatever in the league sees that, and it's like, why isn't that us? They get FOMO. And it's like, well, you hired the guy. Kubiak. Is this another Raiders fan we have here? What's up, my opinion? Is this... We got another Raiders fan? That's the waiver from the Madden 26 cutscenes. Yeah, exactly. It's not even rendered. GMs also know more owners, and a lot of owners get manipulated by bad GMs like Khan, who's a decent owner but couldn't realize Balky was screwing him. That's a great point. GMs are typically a step above the coaches, so the GM's in the owner's ear being like, can you believe what he did on Sunday? Can you believe we didn't call that timeout? Not great. Yeah, but fellow Raider fan, hell yeah. Everyone wants to be the Steelers. That's, you'd think, but no one actually has the gall to do it. Make the playoffs but not be good. Even that, it's like Mike Tomlin got cut. So it's like you don't even know. You don't even know. Being a Ravens fan is almost worse than being a fan of a team that sucks forever because we always look so good. Oh, being a Ravens fan is tough. I agree. Like, we always choke every important game. I agree. One of my closest friends is a Ravens fan. And him and I, we were really into, we watched football all throughout high school together. And, being a Giants fan, he usually had the better team. But all kinds of stuff, like losing to the Bengals in week 17, Mandrew's fumbling against the Bills. We don't have to go through all the history, but the Ravens, even back in the day, 2011, when Cundiff missed that kick. Even you go back even further, man, the Ravens fans have had it tough. I have a lot of sympathy for sure. Sorry, Otis, you got to leave. We only have enough room for one Raiders fan. Predicting the NFL is selling against hope. Owners know that they'll generate more revenue firing people too early and hyping up a new regime. That is true. And that's the problem. The fans are just the part of the problem too. Let's not excuse ourselves here, because fans think, oh, we got a new coach, we're going to be good, man. Look at the Raiders. The Raiders have had what? 4, 5 coaches in the past 4 seasons? What is that? What is that? And it's we're doing it. We're selling hope. Not selling games, not selling touchdowns. We're selling hope. So I completely agree with that. So many crazy sells after we've made that no nonsense disappointment after disappointment. Yeah, no, the Ravens, at least the Ravens got one in 2013, and they've been pretty good. And there have also been some good luck moments for the Ravens. And, no one picking up Lamar Jackson when he was a restricted free agent was nice. But yeah, no, I hear you. Being a Ravens fan is tough. This one's different. This is funny. Welcome to the stream, my opinion. What is your opinion on the Cardinals, Jim? What else is there? Wrong tab. I guess you don't need this anymore. I love when teams get bad treatment of families. It's dude, that's such a slap in the face of these players. So yeah, Cardinals were the 31st ranked team. Falcons. We don't want to read about the good stuff, although the Ravens are always usually top tier. Just for the record, I just want to look up Ravens weight room just for reference, because the Ravens always do it right. That's one thing. I haven't been to Baltimore, But I don't know if this really proves my point. But the fact that it's so easy to find just like pictures. Actually, man, I think this is just be like a straight website. Yep. Nice. So let's see. The thing with the Ravens is there's not a ton to do in Baltimore, so you can tell they went all in on the training facility. And can we full screen it? Okay, I guess not. Yeah, like I saw it in Hard Knocks. Locker room, they got nice wood panel, they got cornhole, they got a recycle bin, you name it. Come on, dude. What else? They got a podcast studio, a big, nice, hefty weight room. Like, you know, a lot of space, a lot of breathing room. You know, that's the place to be. Shoot. Where else would you rather be than the Ravens weight room? Shoot, I'd work out there. That's not a great high-res picture. This is the thing with these NFL websites. They're like, what the hell? Whatever. Who cares? Point is Ravens have it nice. James. What the hell? I missed a lot. Like, oh yeah, like turned into a football. Drop a like, turns into a football. There you go. Will Lamar show up to camp? That's a good question. That's a great question. Hopefully you'll see me in the chat again soon. Also, Ravens take care of their players. Yeah, exactly. I got to be productive now, but awesome stream. Thanks, Big Money. I appreciate that, man. Drop a like. Yeah, pop into the streams. We're streaming Monday, Wednesday, Friday morning, Thursday, Sunday night. Glad you hopped on. It's fun. It's always nice when new people stop by. I got to say, it's so nice to go from Snyder's shitty franchise to a team that actually... Yeah, no, that's the thing. That was the big change. That's the thing. A lot of these owners got to take a look in the mirror. Let's see. Terry Pagula got an A-, so that's good. You know, at this point, with all this stuff from coaching frustrations around the league, has been beaten like a dead horse at nauseum. The happier I get with my team just sticking with this. Matt LaFleur, since legit, who else would we get if we chose from him? Exactly. Sean McDermott is an option. He got a pretty good score. Where is he? Head coach. He was right here. Yeah, A-. Sean McDermott. He could work. But again, that feels pretty lateral from Matt LaFleur. That's an offensive mind that hasn't really turned the ship around, but he's been pretty good. There you go. Eat that, Steven. Yeah, but salute. Hell yeah, salute. James is high on his own coach. Marty Schottenheimer, no less. Or Brian Schottenheimer. I always mix them up. I'd rather be at Bricks and Minifigs than that weight room, but Lego's my kryptonite. Fair enough. Who wouldn't rather be at Bricks and Minifigs? Hey, man, good on Dave Tepper getting a B-. Good for him, man. Jeez. Who else? I want to see like the real bad ones. Not much of a surprise here that since he was struggling. D+ ownership. F, nutritionist and dietitian. F- food and dining area. Let's see if we can find this. Bengals dining hall. Is that what would it be called? The Bengals oh god, I gotta unpack this a little bit more. Cincinnati Bengals dining hall. It's among the worst, that's right, but like what does it look like? I mean, if the food, if this can't be it, that just can't be it. There's just no way. That just straight up can't be it. I think they're nope. That's in the stadium. No shit, bro. This is it. No way. No freaking way, bro. This looks like a Denny's. Come on. Come on. Jets. Oh, we'll get to Jets. Believe me. Normalized calls for new owners, not just a last ditch effort. But the NFL's ran by owners. That's the thing. Much like the nation, it's just ran by the top of the top. Shit like yeah, that's great. Looks like the before scenes in Kitchen Nightmares. That's great. That's so true. Oh my god. Holy hell. Isn't their practice field under an overpass? I mean, their practice field also got like an F, so let's find out. Right? It got... I thought I read that right. Oh, yeah, D-. Okay, let's... I'm having fun. Cincinnati Bengals. Practice field. Here we go. Oh, yep, there it is. I mean, it's indoors, but it's definitely not the prettiest. Yeah, that looks like... Yeah, that's not great. That's not super awesome. I wouldn't be thrilled to pull up to work. They don't even have a parking lot. They just have, like, some asphalt. That's brutal. I'd rather eat Denny's. At least they got more comfortable. That's true. At least they got booths. You're right. God forbid they throw a booth in here. They just got a bunch of chairs, bro. These are the kind of chairs I would use at my desktop. This is funny, man. I love doing this. I love making fun of team facilities because these should be nice. Bro, these should be like Nobu, man. These should be the nicest restaurants ever. Not TGI Fridays, which is awesome, but this is the NFL, dog. Okay? Let's be honest here. Jeez. But what else? Okay, so the Bengals are a train wreck. At least their weight room's nice. Browns got an F locker room, among others. They got a C ownership. Bad coaching staff, obviously. Bad treatment of families. Let's look at the Browns locker room. If it got an F, it's worth checking out. I want to... This can't be it. Before, after. That. Wow. Jeez. What a change. Are you kidding me? Wait, hold on. Wait, are you serious? What a before and after. Nice little animation as well. I don't think that's like the impressive change that they thought it was. They just painted it. They just painted it. They painted the carpet and then added some chairs. What the hell was when did they change it? Was this recent? Oh, you're in no position to talk about chairs. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. What the hell? You think they use Heinz ketchup on that? Oh, definitely Hunt's. Definitely Hunt's. There's no way they use Heinz. No way. Looks like one of those makeshift quarantine camps China built in 2020. There you go. That's a good call. Looks like a high school. Yeah, it does, man. Yeah, it does. This is hilarious. When did they change it? When was this? Let's see. The architecture. The company's all proud. They renovated it, man. Yeah, they threw a nice coat of paint on there. Yep, they rendered it. Yeah, no, not too bad. When was this though? Golly. Let's see. Maybe they'll put this on their site. I would imagine that if they worked with the Cleveland Browns, they'd probably want to put that on their site. Damn, they've done some work with these houses. Here we go. Cleveland Browns locker room. What's the story here? Okay, I guess we'll never know. Oh, why did I just Google it? When did the Browns... Jeez. Clearly it didn't do the job. After 2007 or 2016, one of them, it flooded. They'll enter a completely revamped. Point is that it wasn't enough, clearly, because they got an F. So there you go. In fact, let me turn the music back on. Nice. That's not loud. Great. And there goes my camera. I keep forgetting to set timers. You think coach has them stack the chairs in the corner after the game? Oh, Stefanski's like, all right, you pick up your chair, we can get this. Yeah, so yeah, sit like a PE coach. Guys, if we all work together at once, we can get to lunch early. Auburn's locker room puts multiple. I'm sure, dude. I'm sure LSU, Auburn, all these SEC schools, USC, you name it. Cowboys got some pretty fair scores. D trading room, but not worth looking up. That's crazy. You'd think the Dallas Cowboys would have like A's across the board, but then again, Jerry's super cheap. Broncos seem to have their stuff together besides in the locker room. No team has like a clean report card, apparently. I mean, Lions don't look too bad. Packers look like they're struggling a little bit, but nothing too bad. I'm looking for like D- and F's here. Let's see. Colts figuring it out. Carly better figure shit out. Jags got some good scores. That's what I mean. Shad Khan, hate him or love him, he does treat the team right. I love reading the Chiefs, bro. The Chiefs are ran so poorly. Clark Hunt always scores out bad. I found that out on my owner video. I want to see the Chiefs locker room. Let's see this. Oh boy, it's a secure private area. I mean, this is the away locker room. Looks a little snug. Looks a little snug. Yeah, this just kind of looks like the Browns. Not a whole lot going on. Whoops. Where'd that tab go? What? Where'd it go? There it is. There's Andy. Again, and no one seems super comfortable. It just seems very tight, you know? Patriots got an F for the travel. Who has the worst overall rank? I didn't see. Maybe Jets? Maybe. Hopefully not the stupid Giants. Patriots got an F for travel. They still have seats built in ashtrays. Oh my god. That's never a good look. Looks like a casino with those red floors. Yes, it does. That's a good call. It does look like a casino. How did two of the most recent dynasty have such shit-ass owners? I guess that's the hope for fans of shit teams at least. Steelers were ranked last. Oh, jeez. No, I agree, though. That's the thing. These owners, like, they're not incentivized to care, so why would they? That's the thing. As long as the team's good. And they get that by firing and rehiring coaches and GMs all the time. So there you go. Raiders didn't exactly smash for OC. Sorry, Josh McDaniels. No, he wasn't. That was Patriots. Damn it. Who was the OC this year? I don't even remember. Oh, it was Chip Kelly. That makes sense. Chargers got pretty decent scores. Damn, the Rams have a D locker room. That's a bummer. Dolphins always score high. That's not surprising at all. The Dolphins were top of the list last year as well. They're great. And then they can't seem to win games. There you go, Vikes. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna lie, the Chiefs have a homely locker room. I kind of like it. There you go. Hell yeah. It's cozy. You know, it's not flashy, but it's cozy. It's warm. Pats were struggling. Yeah, they got an F for team travel. Let's look this up. Again, if it's an F, we're looking it up. Patriots team plane. I mean, it looks good on the outside at least. Nice little paint job. Let's see. There's got to be like a story on this interior. Here we go. Flying in style. Yeah, that's just a regular ass plane. That's just a regular ass 5-seat, or what's that? I can't do math. 7-seater aircraft. That's nice. That's clever. That's good. Jeez. Nice. They got like players assigned seats. That's fun. Yeah, they throw some Gatorade in there. All right. Gatorade flow. They were the first team to own a private jet, so there's that. And they haven't really renovated it much since. They added a seat in the middle. Yeah, they're an economy plus. Yeah, no, seriously. I love that. This is such a funny headline. Flying in style. Patriots show off their sick digs. Yeah, man, this is nice. This is nice, bro. This is, I shit you not, the flight I took international. I sat in the middle seat, dude. I don't know why. By my luck, I always end up in the middle seat for some reason. Diggs made it F because there's no WAP. There you go. There you go. Dolphins are another case of decent owner who wasn't smart enough to fire his awful GM for a decade. That's true. The Dolphins have, well, I mean, they did. The Tyreek Hill trade wasn't great, but they made another move. The Laramie Tunsil. No, the Dolphins did something to get a bunch of picks. Who did they trade to get a bunch? I guess it was Tunsil, right? They traded Tunsil and got a ton of picks. God, WCVB holds a special place in my heart. ABC, Boston's news leader. I think I had a teacher that worked there. My aunt, who's a flight attendant, had the opportunity to work at the Patriots flights with people who take that job don't get any work in the office since they need a second job. I see. Yeah, working with teams, it's all contractor based. It's all like independent. It's like we don't. Hey man, you don't work for us. You just, you know, we contract you. Let's not get a. Just trailed off there. Didn't even feel the need to finish that sentence. So yeah, so the Giants home field game area, that's not much of a surprise. Giants get an F- for the field. Ownership is B, general manager D+. Shout out Joe Shane. We may as well look at the Giants locker room. I think I know what it looks like. Defensive coordinator D+. That feels a little rich, honestly. D+ seems a little high. But let's just check out the Giants locker room for the hell of it. It's gonna be San Francisco Giants, guarantee. That's right. Yep, I've seen it. There he is, Landon Collins. Yeah, again, I think in the big 2026, players want like some flash. Like put cornhole in there, put like a ping pong table, something nice. Something nice. Not just like wood panels and a painted carpet. Like that's not enough anymore. The locker room at Big Blue via post. But I think the Giants are renovating it now, if I'm not mistaken. I think I read somewhere the Giants are renovating like the whole thing. John Harbaugh's coming in and like changing the whole game. So there you go. It definitely gets messy in the season though, no doubt. So there you go. Go Giants. Okay, so Jets got another F- for home game field. 18th ranking though. Woody Johnson showed up and showed out. B, he probably told every one of his players, he's like, if you grade me poorly, I will find out. And you will be traded for a player that has a higher Madden rating. Eagles have an F team travel. All right, we're looking it up. We're going to do this whole thing. We're almost done. Eagles team plane. It's getting a little redundant, but Eagles team plane. It's not awful. They got like the beds. It might not be the team plane, but that's not awful. That's not it. No, that's American Eagle. I'm like, this can't be it. That just can't be it. Okay, so I guess this is just they just used like the regular planes? Is that it? I'm so confused. I guess we just don't know. They got an F, but we don't know. Who the hell cares? Gonna be looking at a lot for the Steelers. Well, they're up next. Woof. So F treatment of families, F minus F minus locker room, F team travel. Oh boy. So yeah, Steelers got last. You're right. Steelers got last. You need a ping pong table so at least the QB can take it off and start losing. There you go. They traded back from. Oh, that's right. They traded back from the 3rd overall pick with the Niners. They traded those picks for Chubb and Tyreek, and also got our boy Jalen Waddle. All right. So Steelers, we got to look at the locker room and the team plane. Let's do it. Let's see, huh? That's nice. That's nice. We don't know when this picture was, but that's nice. Apparently, they also had an emergency landing. It doesn't look great on the outside either. That's not great. It's not great. Photos. Steelers traveled to Baltimore. Perfect. Perfect. When was this? Why are there no dates on any of this stuff? Whatever. Was that Ryan? Okay, so James Harrison. This was a minute ago, but I'm assuming they haven't changed the plane if it's getting an F. It's an American flight, so that's, you know, it's commercial. Okay, so they didn't take many pictures of the inside. Kind of goes to show where they stand on the whole pride of the plane situation there. So yeah, I guess not a whole lot. They do have Steelers flight attendants with little yellow ascots. That's cool at least, I guess. Did the Steelers lose a game because the field fell apart this year? Wasn't that in The Dark Knight? Fly Eagles fly in economy. That's good. Steelers should travel via comically large steering wheel. Oh, Steelers get business class. Oh, they get business class. All right. What do you mean by comically large steel? Oh, steel wheel. I'm like, Steeler wheel. Steel wheel. That'd be funny. If that's Stephon Tuitt, my guess is like 2014-ish. So, I mean, they're probably using the same damn plane, if that's the case. So, not great. It is tough finding the inside of these planes. My tabs are so funny right now. We also gotta look at the Steelers locker room. Oh boy. This one will pop up a little easier. I'm not an aviation guy, so maybe these planes are super nice. Again! Yeah, that's just a bummer. This can't be it. This is the away locker room. That's funny. That's such a fuck you. That's funny. Put out those are chairs I'll use to stream from. Oh my god. F. Let's see, is this like a whole ass? Yeah, they're not great. I mean, they don't look that bad, but again, we've said it 100 times now. It's like, you can't just paint the carpet and then put wood paneling, and you have to have more. There's gotta be more. But players travel and they're like, what the hell, man? They're playing cornhole in Baltimore and I'm sitting here asking for a chair? In fact, if I'm looking at this right, and I think I am, yep, those are foldable chairs. Those are not nice chairs. Wow. That is a bummer. That is a bummer locker room, no doubt. Drop a like for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Good God almighty. Oh, man. Not great. Not great at all. So yeah, the Steelers got 32nd. They're a disaster right now. Niners did okay. Away team has to stack chairs. Yeah, exactly. They got to push the cart. Seahawks, this is a nice little blend of like well ran. I mean, their home game field apparently sucks. Apparently, Lumen Field which sounds so much worse than CenturyLink, but whatever. But Lumen Field apparently isn't great. But Seahawks have it together. Tampa, another bad field, bad locker room, bad. Damn, the Bucks were struggling. What the hell? Let's look up the Tampa locker room. I'm done looking up planes. I think we get the gist. The planes aren't as like gross as you'd think, but the locker. There it is. Come on, please pull up. There it is. Hey, they got TVs at least. They're not hiding it. They're not hiding their locker room. They got TVs. The red's probably overpowering. The red probably gets pretty gross throughout the season. Imagine being on that Steelers who spent half the season in that locker room. Then you also got to visit the Bengals and the Browns. Yeah, you got to visit those terrible locker rooms. And then you get to go to Baltimore and see how nice they're living. And it's just like, what the hell? God, Cam Hayward's been like living in that thing. Think about that. Jeez. Mike Tomlin's probably glad to get the hell out of Dodge. The carpet design for this one sucks. They got the chairs, though. Those are nicer chairs. Those are not. That's the points we're giving them now. They have chairs. Nice. But yeah, 2 TVs ain't enough. You know, you just need a little something more. I think that's a fridge, if I'm not mistaken. That looks like a fridge, which is cool. That's a nice little bonus. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. You guys see what I'm talking about? Golly. How do you... Okay, I zoomed in too far. You guys can see it though, right? The fridge right there. Maybe put in some like Gatorades or like some protein shakes. That's nice. Again, these are high school locker rooms, dude. No way around it. How does Vita Vea not break that chair? It's a good question. He probably has to stand. He probably did a couple times. That's why they got such a bad grade. They're like, Vita's breaking all the chairs. This place sucks. Home game field also was bad. Ownership sucked too. Tampa's falling apart at the seams. Titans. A lot of players are critical of the team's field, and I respect that. Never let the turf grass conversation die, players. If you're watching, if an NFL player ever tunes into this stream, that'd be so funny. I think Manders, top of the tier. There you go. So there you are. Pretty interesting stuff here. I love going through this. What else was it? Yeah, that's pretty much all for the news. Best combine work. I guess we can read through this really quick. But yeah, dude, what a time. Looks like state championship high school team. Yeah, exactly, dude. Why are we looking at locker rooms? Because the report cards came out, so we're judging and grading locker rooms, dude. Now we're going through the combine takeaways of day one. The linebacker class is really good. Apparently it's deep, so maybe if the Giants don't take Styles, there are other options on the table. Bade and Cassius Howell measured under 31 inches arm length, so that's not great. I know you guys don't tune in to watch me read articles, but Caleb Banks, there's Raina's boy right there. Caleb Banks, he was a big riser today. There you go, a lot of D tackles, jeez. Anybody here like got a take on any of these fellas? Caleb Proctor out of Southeast Louisiana, there you go. Guy's getting his draft stock up. David Bailey looked good. In fact, if I'm not mistaken, I think Aaron Glenn fell asleep like at David Bailey's like 40, which is not the time you want to do that. How'd Keldrick Falk look? He didn't run. He did the jumps. He showed body control and balance, especially. So Keldrick Falk had a decent day, it looks like. A+ character. There you go. I want to see someone who had a bad day. Struggled with his footing during multiple drills. His performance was uneven. I see. You never listen to me. I've been telling you this whole time that we gave like 3 other linebackers I wanted us to draft last year. I'm going to tell you that this is the whole time you never... Jarv, I got a lot to keep up with here. A lot of Ohio State guys jumped off the page. Like I said, Arvell Reese had a sick day. Sonny Styles, obviously, he's been the talk of the town. Zion Young. TJ Parker's coming back. I've heard some good things about TJ Parker. And Lee Hunter was discussed by scouts. He managed just a 21.5-inch vertical, 8'4" broad jump. Good God. That's not ideal. Well, thank God for TJ Yates calling it like it is. Well, there it is. There it is. Man. Good day for football. I'll say, is my camera even focused? There it is. The fact that Ohio State defense didn't win a championship this year blows me away. Saiyan must suck, bro. Saiyan must be bad, man. Raiders have no linebackers. Raiders don't have much. Raiders don't have a lot of anything, man. But they're gonna have a quarterback. They're gonna have a quarterback and a coach. Running back, tight end. And that's about where it's edge rusher, maybe. Maybe. It's hoping a lot of good players fall out of the first round. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because the Packers set their pick. I feel like, you know, all things considered, Micah Parsons, that's still a winning trade. You just want him to stay healthy, which, you know, the Packers have little to no control over. Do they have a good staff? Do they have a good weight room? I forgot. Just want to see if the Packers had a good, if they got a good grade as far as like trading staff. Or is it green? Yeah, man. C training staff, A- weight room. There you go. It's not too bad. They're doing it right in Green Bay. They're having fun. Oh boy. I do just want to like, I know this is a weird callback, but I do kind of just want to close the door really quick on the AJ Brown talk. Do we think Nico Collins is better than AJ Brown? I do, personally, especially when you factor in age. I'd rather have Nico Collins. Cortland Sutton's a little more up in the air. Cortland Sutton is testy, but I think Cortland Sutton put up better numbers at least. Let's see. Again, AJ Brown did not have a bad season by any stretch. Well, 1,000 yards flat, 78 catches, 7 touchdowns. Definitely not his strongest campaign, especially going into his age 29 season this upcoming season. He's starting to look at 30. So Cortland Sutton definitely blew him out of the water stats-wise. I know numbers don't tell the full story, but then again, blew him out of the water. Actually, they were about the same. Cortland Sutton had 4. I know I'm not even showing it, but Cortland Sutton had 4 less catches, about 10 more yards, same touchdowns. So there you go. AJ Brown's a diva. I'm not going to disagree with that. Packers got the new locker room to flex, so that's neat, I guess. Hell yeah. Nice. You know what they say, locker rooms win championships. But yeah, Cortland Sutton probably not. But I will take Nico Collins. And I wish I could in good faith make a Brian Thomas argument, but he had such a bad year this year. If Brian Thomas was just fine this year, if he was good at all, like if he put up AJ Brown's numbers this year, I would be pounding the table. Brian Thomas is so much better. However, that didn't happen. Issue with AJ is taking personality with him. That too, but personality along with age. Like to me, the age is a bigger thing because personality, whatever. Wide receivers are divas. There have been like some of the best wide receivers ever were total divas. Randy Moss, T.O., you name it. But it's the age that you can't catch up with, especially with AJ Brown, who's like a little more stockier of a build. It's just kind of tough. It's tough to foresee it's tough to foresee him not taking like a Stephon Diggs career trajectory where like maybe he's good for the next season or two. But then after that, you could see a pretty hefty drop off. The injuries start to pile up. Not saying I'm rooting for that, but the injuries will probably start to pile up. And the age, the tread on the tires. He might retire early, honestly. Look, he got his ring. He got his ring. You know what I mean? If he hates his third team, just call it. If it didn't work in Philly, I don't know how it's going to work in Buffalo. You know what I mean? With Joe Brady. Maybe Josh Allen's a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts, but still. So yeah, there you are. I'm excited to make a Derek Carr video. We're going to put Derek Carr in the Hunnis Hill soon. A lot of good wide receivers in the draft this year. That's a fair point, too. A pretty deep wide receiver class. And that doesn't make this class unique, but that is true. A lot of guys. I'm hearing smoke about the Indiana guy. I feel like that whole Indiana team is going to have a pretty good April, I feel like. Because Cignetti did a good job and Mendoza really boosted up all the talent. We'll see. We'll see. Drafting wide receivers, there's usually a lot of value in that. Puka Nacua, 5th, 6th round draft pick. Late day 3 pick. Ladd, 2nd round pick. Then there are others who, were drafted higher. Zachariah Branch, I've heard his name. We're going to do wide receivers on Wednesday, so I'll be caught up with Zachariah Branch. But yeah, exactly. Yeah, so tune in on Wednesday. Hear us talk about receivers. Hunnaball AM, ham. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's how much of the drive is still there if he's already content with his ring, but that depends on him and his own mindset. I think AJ Brown, I don't want to psychoanalyze people I don't know, right? That's kind of a slippery slope. But I feel like if you're going to read books on the sideline, a lot of people are up in arms like, how could he be reading books on the sideline? What, is he bored? I feel like he's more so just balanced. You know what I mean? And that's fine. I'm not knocking him for being balanced. Like, he's a human being first. A lot of fans, so many fans and sports pundits forget. These are people, right? They're human beings. And I feel like when you're reading a book on the sideline, when I feel like you're a little more narcissistic in how you go about football operations. And this isn't just like an Eagles thing. I was watching a short today of AJ Brown talking about how when he was on the Titans, he would take fake notes because he didn't like Mike Vrabel. He would write down, I hate Mike Vrabel, I hate Mike Vrabel, just to pretend like he was taking notes. And eventually he grew out of that. But clearly AJ Brown's definitely a little more stubborn up here between the ears a little bit. So I just kind of feel like when you have a player who's kind of iffy about their spot in the football world and clearly cares about protecting his mind, why wouldn't he retire early? He's achieved what he needs to. He's not going to be a Hall of Famer unless he has 5 more like great seasons. He's not going to the Hall. So it's like, and I don't even think AJ Brown would even care. So it's like, what is there left to gain if he's just going to be ripped on? Like, I could only imagine what AJ Brown's Twitter DMs look like right now, or even after the Niners game. I could only imagine. His house got broken into, right? Or something happened. That happens like every week for Eagles players, but still, like, AJ Brown's tricky, and I do think if there's a player that's going to retire early, it makes sense it would be AJ. I mean, hell, Puka's talking about retiring early. He's another guy that seems like he's very brand-oriented, you know? Why play for 15 years? What's even the point? Get CTE and end up like AB. AB is going to turn a lot of people off from playing long in the NFL, that's for sure. Looking back now, I think it's under talked about how insane the 2024 draft class was. It not for long. Not for long, Mahi, I'll tell you that. Not for long. Like I said, what was it, Monday? Monday, I rewatched my reaction to the 2024 draft, my first stream ever. Thanks for showing up, guys. And I looking back, I was like, God, there's a lot of talent in here. Like, I was sitting there and I was like, Quinyon Mitchell will be fine. He'll be okay. Let's not get too excited here. All pro corner, whatever. It's weird mainly. Yeah, what, him reading books? It is weird. It is odd. It's kind of badass though. I mean, there's the thing is how much drive. Yeah, we saw that. I'd be content if I was him avoiding critical CTE, which honestly you respect him more. Yeah, like I'm not gonna. Patrick Willis retired early and didn't get any flack for it. He earned it. That's what I'm saying. Like AJ Brown should just like how much time's left on AJ Brown's deal? Let's look this up to the film room. I want to see how much time's left on AJ Brown's deal. Three years, 96 million, running through 2029 with 84 million. Yeah, man. Shoot, dude. I would just play through his guarantees and then say see ya. I mean, look at when do the guarantees run out? I mean, knowing the Eagles, it's probably a lot. They've probably backloaded the hell out of this contract, which makes him even tougher to trade. Just saying. But yeah, I mean. Yeah, so there's an out here, but 31 million of dead cap. So if they decided to cut him after this season, or I guess, yeah, if they decided to cut him after the season, which they won't, they'll probably trade him. But that's either way, he's owed another $31 million, basically. And that's, no, actually he's owed another $72 million, I think. Yeah, 31 if they cut bait after next season. So if I'm AJ Brown, man, I'm playing out this contract if he gets traded. And I'm 32. I've earned 91 million. I don't know if that's. I don't think that can't be, I think that's to date, right? That's got to be to date. So wait, can I go like whole? Here we go. Okay, nice. Okay. So he got. I think he got the full contract. I wouldn't see why he wouldn't. 100 million. Yeah. So he's 105 more or less. Maybe not the whole thing, but still. Like 91 million, so that's definitely not baking in his next deal too. So he'll have like 150-ish million dollars. I'm just saying, like that's plenty of cash to, you know, I don't think it's a money thing. So you get to age 32 and it's like, listen, I'm out of here. See ya. I'm still mad at the Colts for putting Luck in the position to want to retire early, beat the love out of the game. Out of that man. Oh yeah, Luck would have been sick. Luck would have gotten a ring for sure. That would have really changed the NFL. What if Andrew Luck didn't retire? A big what if story in the NFL. What if Andrew Luck didn't retire? Would Russ even have a ring? Yeah, but still, wouldn't feel good about it. Yeah, man. Wild stuff. And tomorrow is what? Tomorrow. So, okay, so here's my question. I wanted to run this by. So we obviously do our AM show tomorrow, right? We do our AM show, F it Friday, which is always a good time. Suns just hit a game winner. Are you kidding me? I was gonna watch the game. Are you kidding me, dude? Well, hold on. That's just completely took the wind out of my sails. Oh my God. Are you serious? Royce O'Neal calls ball game. And the Lakers lose, I think, their third in a row, despite Luka getting 40. Oh my God. I hate this team. I hate this team, dude. I really do. DeAndre Ayton. What a revenge tour for DeAndre Ayton. I realize I'm not even showing the box score. My bad. What a revenge tour for DeAndre Ayton here. Bravo, dude. This guy goes for 2 points, 4 boards. His return to Phoenix. We're very impressed, DeAndre Ayton. Thank you so much. Really glad to have you on the team. Oh my God, bro. What a joke. Not like Jackson Hayes is doing much. At least he's active on the boards. DeAndre Ayton makes me want to rip my skin off. I'm serious. Oh my Lord. I'd love to be able to retire in my 30s. People need to do that reflection more. Yeah. No, honestly, that's a good point. That would be sick. Retiring in your 30s with $150 million and just having to stay out of Philly. Not a bad deal. That hurts, though. Thanks for the update, Mahi. God, the Lakers suck. I'm texting my buddy. God, the Lakers suck. But what I was going to say was we can do the AM show tomorrow, but I kind of feel like, I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence about it. Because there's the AM show. Hey, what's up, Meep? Lakers lost. We were talking about the Combine for a while, but, you know, Lakers lost, so that's a real heartbreaker. In Phoenix, no less. So the stupid Suns, whatever, man, who apparently have the same amount of wins as the Lakers. I hate everything. I really do. The Phoenix Suns, led by Jalen Green and Mark Williams. Come on, bro. Who even are these guys? Royce O'Neal, Colin Giuseppe. Whatever, man. Whatever, dude. What was I even talking about? What I was saying was I'm trying to figure out whether or not to stream during the Combine tomorrow, the Combine, or do the morning show and then just talk about all of the Combine events on Sunday. Because we probably won't stream on Saturday. We might stream on Saturday, honestly. So, I don't know. Does it make more sense to do a morning show tomorrow, keep with our routine, or push it and then just do like a Combine live reaction? Up to you guys. Saying LeBron needs to come back to Cleveland and win them a ring on his way out. Hot take, but LeBron never felt right on the Lakers. I mean, yeah, there were moments. There were moments, but I think I tend to agree. I love LeBron. I used to think LeBron was the GOAT, but these last couple of seasons have really soured me on him. Now I'm a Kareem guy. There it is. Cleveland won't want LeBron back. Yeah, LeBron hasn't been playing well. He's really finished his career out poorly. He's going to have the most games played in NBA history after the end of the season, so there's that. Probably Combine. All right. There you go. Done deal. Aiden's regressing himself to sit here and watch Connect on the bench winning like he doesn't belong in the G. Don't even get me started on Dalton Connect. Don't even get me started on Dalton Connect, bro. He is, oh my God. Oh my God. Dalton Connect drives me crazy. You want it to, like, I hate analysts that call athletes soft, but if it is ever going to apply to a player, it's Dalton Connect. They don't want me. I don't feel good. I can't find my stroke. Where'd my ego go? I'm afraid of my shadow. I'm Dalton Connect. Dalton Connect drives me crazy, and the fact that the Mark Williams trade got rescinded keeps me up at night every single night. So there's that. What is tomorrow for the Combine? I can't keep talking about the Lakers. I'm developing a headache in real time. What is the what's the story there? What positions are the Combine tomorrow? Let's see. Tomorrow is DBs and tight ends. So we'll see Caleb Downs. We'll see Jermod McCoy. We'll see Mansour Delane. I'm sure someone will break away from the herd. I'm sure Kenyon Sadiq will have a great day. Hopefully he does his drills. Watch it be O-line or something. It is not. O-line. Hell, I'd watch O-line. I like watching big boys run. That's on Sunday, though. So Sunday we're doing like an evening stream. I wouldn't say poorly, just not up to his standards. Bron's a 40-year-old, still being able to know what he does makes him the go for me. I know, and I get that longevity matters. I just think what bugs me about LeBron this year is that it just feels like he's the reason the Lakers are losing. And say what you will about players, better for worse. I don't think the like GOAT should ever make the team worse, you know? So maybe after this year, LeBron will retire, or maybe LeBron will retire next year or in 5 years. And then when he finally does the farewell tour, it'll be like, I'll shed a tear and then say, LeBron was pretty good. But for now, I'm mad. I'm too close to it. Oh wait, that's actually kind of interesting. Oh, hell yeah. Hell yeah. So I guess, yeah, to hell with it. Then I guess tomorrow, be there or be square, we'll be live at noon West, 3 o'clock Eastern to do some live Combine coverage. I'm excited for that. We'll watch the Combine, catch up with some NFL news, and talk shop. And then we won't stream Saturday. Saturday's not gonna fly. And then Sunday we'll be recapping the again, who cares? Like Mendoza's gonna God. Of course Saturday's quarterbacks. We'll talk about quarterbacks and we'll talk about Saturday and Sunday Combine on the Sunday night stream. That'll be fun. Jordan on the Wizards though. Yeah, well that doesn't count. I'm not saying Jordan's the GOAT. I'm not a Jordan guy. My take with Michael Jordan, because I don't think I've said this on stream yet. My take with Michael Jordan, just to be a little more fleshed out here, is that Michael Jordan is the best, absolute best at creating like a mystique, like an aura. He's the most aura-full athlete ever, right? Because when you break down MJ's career, it was like you couldn't have written it better, right? You win the dunk contest, you do the free throw dunk, the logo, the shoes, everything around Michael Jordan, every single story. There's like a story for everything that happens. The flu game, the push off or not push off, whatever. The what else? When he wore 45, Space Jam. Like those aren't the stories, but you know what I mean? There's a story for everything Michael Jordan's done. The Last Dance, they made a whole documentary. He has such a storied career, and I think that's why people love Michael Jordan more so than anything. That and the fact that he just smashed through the 90s. The 90s were owned by Michael Jordan. If he was playing at a high level, the Bulls were going to win. So I think that those two factors are why people think Michael Jordan's the GOAT. Not so much as, I mean, obviously he was a great basketball player, but not because he was the absolute best basketball player, but I think it's because the story around him is so great, and he's also just a complete player. So, you know, people are attached to Mike Jordan. I'm a Kareem guy, and a Kobe guy, and a Tim Duncan guy, but that's just me. I would say Deion's up there too. He was actually good in two sports. That's true. Deion's a beast. Deion's a lot of fun. I think with those positions, you should do a comment stream. Also, what's your thoughts on lineman from Southeastern, Caleb Proctor? Talking about Bama. I thought he went to Bama, Caleb Proctor. I don't have many thoughts on him yet. We haven't gotten to O-line week, but I will let you know soon. Reggie Miller, GOAT. There you go. Reggie Miller's a good call. I think with those positions, you should do the combine stream. Yeah. Golly. I don't know. Maybe we'll do a morning on Sunday. Maybe, honestly... It's at 1 o'clock. We might just do a straight. Honestly, fuck it. We'll probably stream on Saturday. We'll break the rule. Whatever. I'm trying to not stream. I'm trying to like take Saturdays off, but honestly, who cares? Like whatever. We're just gonna be watching the combine. It's not like it's like all that work. That's Caden Proctor. Oh geez, my bad. That's my bad. I don't know much about Caleb Proctor then. I'll check him out though. I'll check him out when we watch the combine. To hell with it. If there's combine, what's the rule? If there's football, there's Hunnaball, and damn it, combine counts. So we'll be here tomorrow, we'll be here Saturday, and we'll be here Sunday. I'm excited. Live covering the whole thing. Can't wait. So pop in if you can. Caleb was a DTU, tested pretty well today. Oh, defensive lineman. Oh, out of Ohio State? No. God, now I gotta look this up. Wait, is he the, is he like the Shrine guy? The guy who like did really well at the Shrine Bowl? I gotta look this up. Any Hinge updates? Oh, I do have a Hinge update, actually. Holy hell, I do. That's funny. Stoner Cat. I do have a Hinge update. I went on a date yesterday. That was something. Let me just pull up Caleb Proctor real quick. Yes, Southeast Louisiana Lions. That's right. I think it's cool that he's making it happen. He's making it happen, creating his draft stock. Maximum effort, apparently. Yeah, he's being talked about, so that's nice. There's also a player named George Gumps. That's a hell of a name. So yeah, he had a little nod today. FCS Southeastern. Hell yeah. That's what you meant, Southeastern. I thought you meant Southeastern like conference. I'm like, Bama? SEC? I used to be on that campus a lot when my cousin went there. Ooh, nice spot. I bet they have a nicer locker room than the Chiefs. All right. Where's the logo? It's not halftime. Lakers lost though, so there's no. I was gonna watch basketball, but whatever, didn't. Hunna's halftime Hinge update. Went on a date yesterday. I don't want to share too many details. I'm just kidding. If I had to put a number score on the date yesterday, I'd go 6.5, almost 7. Almost 7 is what I would call it. It was fun. It was short, right? This is where my opinion is like, what the fuck is going on? It was short, man. We met at 5. I was in my car driving home at 6:30. Felt a little abrupt. It got cold. What happened was we were supposed to go on like a hike almost, quote unquote. And we went on a hike. She's like, I know a great spot. Bro, it was a quarter of a mile. Took us like 8 minutes. So after that, it was like, well, should we just like walk around town now, or what? Like, what do we do? And we did, and we had fun. We had a cool conversation. She has cool music taste, big Tyler the Creator fan, so that was cool. That's always a green flag. So yeah, I don't want to put her details on blast too much. I mean, it doesn't matter. She's got a job, which is always nice. I'm starting to find girls in grad school are a lot, and that's very common because everyone's trying to make money because undergrad's a total scam. Girls in grad school are a lot. They're so busy. Homework, tests. Oh my God. School is so tough. And it's like, come on now. Like, let's be real here. Like, I'm not giving you any more credit than you need. So it's cool that she has a job. It just felt like, listen, I don't know why. I don't know if you guys watch this stream for my insightful and analytical football takes, for my passionate rage-induced rants, or my hilarious jokes and bits. But I'm used to making girls laugh. When a girl chooses to say that's funny instead of laughs, or anyone, honestly, like that's funny, it just kind of gives me the creeps, It just kind of, it doesn't feel right. It's like they're not giving the dog his bone, so to speak. So, look, she was cool. I'm glad we went out. It was fun. We had a good time. I've realized I'm done telling girls I'm a goddamn YouTuber. That's a pro move. Pro tip. If you make content, don't tell women about it unless you have 1 million subs. Will there be a second date? I'm on the fence. I don't know if she was super into me. She could have thought I was a total sleaze, so that's totally on the table. But chips down. It was all right. It was a fun time. It was a cheap date. We got ice cream, so that wasn't too bad. It was a good time, but definitely not a real head turner of a date. So that's my Hunna's halftime Hinge update. I'm gonna get back to the apps and get back to it. But maybe listen, the girl just felt a little, I don't know how else to say it, shy almost. And like, I get that. If I were a girl on Hinge, I would be super shy. Are you kidding me? Meeting some strange dude, especially a guy who looks like me with this dumb fucking mustache. But she was a little shy. So if there is a second date, it might turn into something because there might be a little something under the hood, so to speak, right? But she was cute. Like, I'm not knocking her look. She was cute. I just think she was a little too shy, I guess. I was gonna say pacifist, but like, I'm not looking for like a warrior princess. But like I've told you guys 1 million times, I like a girl with problems, And this girl just seemed a little too polished. If I had to comp her to like a draft prospect, oh god, because it's draft season. I'm thinking quarterbacks. You know what it kind of felt like? It felt pretty much any pick the Steelers have made in the past 7 years. It kind of felt like Najee Harris or even Kenny Pickett, where it's like, this isn't gonna change anything, but it's a good pick, right? Like, you need it. Like, it's good value, I guess. It's not gonna change the game, but it's something. It's a swing. It's a swing, but not a swing for a home run. That's how I would describe the date. Drafting Kenny Pickett. All right. All right. Where are you in terms of field positioning? 6, 7. What the fuck? Yeah, 6. There it is. Thanks, guys. In terms of field positioning, I'd say I'm at the 50-yard mark. If Cam Newton, Diego Pavia. No, there's some jokes that tickle my brain that make me inherently laugh. Hell yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. So you fumble. I didn't fumble. I'm choosing to kind of, take this back. Hey, Money Politics News, what's up? Was she a white girl? You think? I love the double comment. Yeah. Yes, she was white. Yes, I think Makai Lemon will do well. Yes to both. Okay, like she said the exact same thing. That was funny. Wait, wasn't there a Seinfeld episode? Yes, there was a Seinfeld episode. Thank you. I immediately thought of that. I'm glad someone picked that up. Yes, it's a literal Seinfeld episode. It's like, that's funny. And he's a comedian. I've done stand-up. I wouldn't call myself a professional comedian, but like I like making people laugh. You know what I mean? So like the whole "that's funny" thing, it just doesn't do it for me. You know? Not even fumbled the goal line, bro. Fumble. I didn't fumble. Like, what is this narrative you guys are building about me here? What flavor ice cream did you get? This is a good question. Good question. This is not gonna help. Birthday cake. You know what it is? She was also very nice. She was very sweet. Much like her order of ice cream, birthday cake. She was almost too sweet. That's another Seinfeld call. You can't have too sweet. You throw up from that. It was a very like cotton candy-esque date, you know what I mean? Where it was like, she's nice, but I want some edge, you know? Like a girl with some problems, a girl with like a tattoo or like, you know, a troubled background, you know, a beat up like Honda Accord, something. Not a girl with like, you know, like a book in her backseat and being like, sorry, my car is so filthy. I'm like, my car has Tupperware that I don't even want to think about how old it is. She knows ball. Skinny girls or curvy girls, you must choose one. Oh, curvy all the way, but there's a spectrum to it, right? There's a line. I think, yeah, I don't know how else to put it. I love a curvy woman, but like sometimes I overcorrect a little bit too much, and that's burnt me once or twice. She knows ball. Mary on the spot. Really? We're a fan of the birthday cake flavor? Critique that flavor. Get someone who likes the same ice cream flavor or similar. Yeah, I got the peanut butter. Well, I got peanut butter Oreo, which was great, by the way. It was really good. What if you were a comedian, instead of laughing at the crowd, yell back, "That's funny"? It's not bad. That's a good bit. It'd be better than what I normally get at stand-up open mics, which is just straight silence. Like, I'm out there just cracking stuff. I'm like, yeah, most people call it missionary. For me, it's just a mission. Silence. Like, that's a great joke. That's what happens when I do stand-up. If I say a joke that I like and it doesn't hit, I get, like, mad at the audience. I Larry David it. I'm like, damn, I thought that was a great joke. You guys are tough. Like, I'll say that, which does not get a laugh either, by the way. They're like, fuck this guy. Like, how dare he challenge me? Comedy is so tough. I so much prefer talking on the internet. But anyways, to draw back to money politics news, curvy girls, but there's for sure a line. It's an interesting question though. When's the last time you did stand up? Oh boy, like a year and a half ago. It's a lot, man. I would do it more if I had material, but I used to do this thing. I did it for like 3 years where I'd write like 2 jokes a day. And most of the time the jokes were complete nonsense. Like, let me just pull it up real quick. Let me pull this up. Here was, okay. Let's see. These aren't even like jokes. These are just like thoughts. YouTube shorts make me feel like an NPC. Like, you can't say that on stage. These are just like random thoughts I have. My Instagram feed is just Dubai chocolate porn. Like, that's like, you know what I mean? Like, these are dated for sure. But like, these aren't good. Like, they're not good. That's what I mean. As long as you don't pull a Michael Richards, you're fine. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. That's a good point. I still haven't seen that video. I love Kramer. I have a picture. Okay, hold on. I'll be back. No, I'll just pull it up on my desktop here. I have the Kramer picture. Where is it? This one right here. I bought this, and this is in my living room, dude. Every girl I bring home sees this picture. Square in my living room. And all of them ask me the same question. They're like, doesn't that, like, freak you out? Like, creep you out at night? It's like, no, it's Kramer. It's hilarious. Like, this, to size, but, like, to scale. It's a big-ass picture. Like, in my living room, front center. It's, like, my favorite art piece. I never got the craze about Dubai chocolate. Never got it. Never got it. But I would have liked to try it once. I saw it at 7-Eleven, but I figured that was not the place to try Dubai chocolate. This stream has gotten completely... Yeah, that's it for my camera. That goes so hard. Thank you. It's a good piece. I got it on Etsy. Do you think Strat even's good this year? Or I think this year... Wait. Do you think Strat's even good this year? I think it's Titans are better and Jags QBs are better. I think the Titans are an easier argument to make because they're going through a coaching change, but I do think the Texans they have a high enough floor and a good enough defense to be good. I made a take, what was it, last Friday on the F It Friday, that I think the Texans are a little overhated along with CJ Stroud. So I think Stroud's fine. I think he had a bad playoffs. He's probably not going to win a Super Bowl, but you know, I said that about Darnold and here we are. So CJ Stroud's fine. He's probably not going to win a Super Bowl. In case he does, we'll have that forever. So that's nice. I got to do that for every quarterback now. I just got to go down the list and just be like, Kyler Murray's fine, but he's not going to win a Super Bowl. Andy Dalton's good, but come on, he's not really going to win a championship. Like, and just do that for every guy. Dubai Chocolate's okay, solid 7. What's up, Giants fan 10? So it is a little overhyped. I see. I judge people on one debate question alone. It's, do you like mint chip chocolate? Mint chocolate chip ice cream. That's a good question. My ice cream stream, I compared it to John Harbaugh, being like, I feel like I have to like mint chocolate chip. I like it, but it's not like a head turning flavor for me. I respect people that like it. It's an OG ice cream flavor, but I'd never order it. I'll have it. I never order it. I'll take it over vanilla, chocolate, Neapolitan, but it's a mixed bag. Mint chocolate chip superior is the way to have. Wait. It's the superior way to have chocolate and ice cream. I'll tell you, in a vacuum, I'd probably have mint chocolate chip ahead of chocolate chip cookie dough. What do we think of that? Yeah, Patrick Mahomes is fine, but he'll never win another Super Bowl. He's all right. What is the gimmick to Dubai chocolate? Does it have a different taste to it? I think the gimmick is that it's like stuffed chocolate. I think, and I'll tell you, stuffed chocolate is a great idea. I had this Tony's. You guys ever had this? The Kadarius Toney made a chocolate brand. Look at this. Let's go right here. Oh boy. Hold on, actually. I'm gonna pull this up. It's gonna like pull up my like address. So let me just Google it first. If I ever get a P.O. box and you can figure a way. Okay, but they have like a picture of the bar. Okay, there it is. Nice. Hold on. Okay. Shit. Here we go. Psh, every time I click the wrong one. Yeah, this right here. They like stuff it with brownies. It's so good. If I ever get a P.O. box, send me this chocolate. I can never find it. It's so good. And this is when I was like, stuffed chocolates for real. I'm a fan. I will try the Dubai chocolate, but I could never find it. It's sold out at the Trader Joe's. Make it mint cookies and cream. You got to deal. That's good too. That's a good call. Different taste and texture. Yeah, I see people love that. People love that. It's like a creamy pistachio thing. And it's like cultural kind of. It's like got a, what is it? It's not Calfee. That's yogurt or ice cream. It's like some sort of like coconut strand thing. I don't know. I'm not describing it well, but you guys get it. Don't worry, RJ isn't here, so you won't get doxxed yet. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. They got RJ Briggs in there. RJ's got like a reputation. First I'm seeing right now is that their favorite ice cream is mint chocolate chip. I was instantly, that one Lego Batman meme were staring in amazement. That's badass. That's cool, man. I know. I need someone that's like, I love the Tonight Dough, but I hate Jimmy Fallon. That I'll propose on the spot if that happens. I love the Tonight Dough, but I hate Fallon. It's soft and crunchy on the interior. If you like pistachio and hazelnut, it's good. I'm not a pistachio guy. That's another thing. I've kind of wanted to get into it more, but I'm not a pistachio guy. I had some Dubai chocolate ice cream bars. They were kind of fire, not gonna lie. Okay, so that's the secret. I feel like as a flavor, it can stand on its own, but as a actual item, it's a mixed bag. That's really good. A chocolate snowball with condensed milk on top. Oh, like the Hostess? Not like literal snowball, I'd assume. Like the Hostess. Wait, let's look this up. Okay, hold on. We're like redoing this whole. I hate this. Hold on. There we go. Now I can actually like keep up. Nice. All right, now we're cooking with gas here. All right. So let's look this up. We're gonna go chocolate snowball. This is so funny. The stream. I love when these streams get all crazy. Oh man, it's no W, right? Yeah. Let's see. Is this it? Is this the thing? I thought it was like a Hostess thing. Hold on. Host a snowball. Yeah, I thought so. Is it this? Are these good? I bet that does sound fire though. Condensed milk is great. That's like the secret to most good recipes. What do we got here? There we go. Nice. Talking about like at a stand, snowball stand. What is a snowball stand? What the hell? They sell them? Wait. Okay, now I gotta look this up. So they make this. Or are we talking snow cones? So stands make these? Or do they make literal snow cones? Not at all what I'm talking about. Well, well, fill me in here. well, fill me in here. I'm trying to meet you halfway here, Meep. Like, is it like this? I wouldn't imagine you put condensed milk on literal snow. So is that like a southern thing? I feel like it. I don't. Well, I would guess. I would venture to take a stab that it is. Condensed milk so good. I remember my grandma would always cut up a baguette, dip it into condensed milk, and that's what we ate for breakfast. And when she was, that's nice. Snow cones. Oh, did I misread that? Am I like stupid? Did you say wait? Yeah, he's okay. He said snowball. Okay, snowball. Okay, I hear ya. I just wanted to make sure Meep didn't say snowball or say snow cone, and I misread it. I'm like, no way. I mixed them up. Okay. So a snow cone with condensed milk. I haven't had that. That's much more common, obviously. Not the condensed milk part, but they nailed it. That's nice. That's cool. I like that. Seems a little less common, but I like it. Get a little ice cream to it. That's fun. That's fun. I like that. That's very Instagram worthy. Well, we're here. I'm gonna get so many ads. But yeah, get a load of that. Looks like Shrek. Condensed milk, ice, and some avocado. It's a Filipino thing. My friend introduced me to it. It's actually better than it sounds so creamy. I don't doubt it. Look, avocado is a very versatile fruit. It's funny. It's funny. On my date, we talked about guac, and I asked her. I was like, she was like, "Yeah, I love making guac." And I'm like, "That's one cool thing about the date. She's a hell of a cook." So I'm like, "Hey, maybe this actually might work." Best speller on YouTube. Hey man, I got a story, but first I got a very impassioned story that I should not be telling at 9 at night, but I will. But on the date, I asked her. She was like, "I love making guacamole," she said, and I'm like, "Oh, do you put tomatoes in it?" You know, it's like a little quiz, and she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "God damn it." You're not supposed to put tomatoes in guac. I don't care what anyone says. You're not supposed to. It's not traditional. It doesn't taste good. Keep the tomatoes out of guac. Have guac and then salsa. Don't put them together. But then I told her and she was like, "Oh, that's fair. I don't even like putting tomatoes in it. So now I'll do that." Like, all right, cool. I've converted someone. There's a stand that makes them near me, puts vanilla ice cream inside of the snowball with the milk. That sounds pretty damn good. That sounds like a pretty elaborate dessert, but it sounds pretty good. And you know it stays cold. So that's very cool. All right, so let me go back to how I spelled condensed here. Let's just go back because I got nice, nailed it. Okay, so all right, I want to tell this quick story because it drives me crazy to this day. Listen, I consider myself a pretty competitive person. You know, I'm a fan of the worst team in football, so you know, do with that what you will. But I like winning, right? And when I was in second grade, I was in the spelling bee. Shout out to all my spelling heads out there. If you drop a like if you're ever in the spelling bee. And I remember this story like it was yesterday, dude. Second grade spelling bee. Never thought of myself as a good speller. I just transferred to a new school. There were tryouts. I'm like, fuck it. I got nothing else going on. I'm 7 years old. I got nothing else to do today. I may as well try out for the spelling bee. So it's not like I had taxes to pay. So I go, and I actually qualified for my class. I'm like, holy shit, I actually won for my class. This isn't even hard. Spelling's super easy. Everyone's an idiot. So then I go to regionals. I still flex about this, by the way. I tell dates. I tell people all the time. I made the regional spelling bee in second grade. It was the greatest moment of my life until it wasn't. Because it was a home game. Regionals, for some reason, what are the odds of it being at my school? Like 30 schools came in. I was in second grade. I'm like, I don't even have to drive far. I can just go to a classroom. So I get to regionals and I'm killing it. Every word, I'm like nailing it. I'm nervous, but not really, because I'm like, who gives? I was still like kind of like, who gives a shit? It's the spelling bee. Like whatever. Like no one really cares. Keep going, keep matriculating. People get bounced. I start rolling my eyes. I'm like, really? You couldn't spell? Really? You couldn't spell fire? You fucking idiot! Like I was very judgmental in second grade, as I am today. Fast forward to the last round. It's me and another girl from my school. Her name was Ashley. I'll never forget. Fuck you, Ashley. I get up with the first word. So she has the advantage. She's already playing with the advantage. We were also in her classroom. So she had home court and she had like the second go of it. So she had the advantage, right? Tell me why they give me this word. They give me the word, I'll never forget it. Beachhead. Beachhead! What the hell's a beachhead? I had never heard this word. This is a war term about when a soldier, like infantry, rushes a beach and they like take a certain strategy. I had never heard this stupid word before. So I'm like overthinking in my head. I'm like, how the hell, what is this word? So I go B-E-A, beachhead, B-E-A-C-H-H, actually, never mind, just one H, E-A-E-D. I said that exactly. And they're like, well, you were right the first time, but unfortunately, you can't change the word on the fly, apparently. Which I knew, but I'm like, really? I had it. Like, are you kidding me? And I said this, I'm like ripping on the judges in second grade. Can you imagine second grade, 7-year-old Hannah, no mustache, being like, are you kidding me? What kind of stupid game is this? Are you serious? So I do that, and they're like, it's all right. If she gets her word wrong, you guys will keep going sudden death. And I'm like, all right, well, hopefully she'll get the word wrong. Now I'm like, my fate is in someone else's hands. Guess what word they give her? Guess. They give her malpractice. No, I'm kidding. They give her bunt. The word bunt. Bunt from baseball. B-U-N-T. Not even bunt cake. If it was bunt cake, I would have won the whole damn thing. Bunt from baseball. I shit you not. They say bunt, and I literally throw my hands up like, I can't believe this shit. I can't bunt. Are you kidding me? I said that. And she's like, bunt, B-U-N-T. They're like, well, lady, you just won regionals. Congratulations. Suck it, Hunter. You take second. And I was devastated. So since then, I went to regionals in third grade, but got completely dusted. It was embarrassing. Point of the story is now spelling is like a trigger for me because I couldn't get beachhead in second grade. Very normal second grade term. Such a joke. So that's Hannah's story time for this Friday. Spell beachhead, spelled cat. Yeah. So you're low-key an elite trash talker. Yeah, I talk my shit. I'm not good at sports, but I talk my shit. You guys heard me playing flag football this year. I said fuck you after wrestling a ball away. I love getting in someone's face. But yeah, commissioner needs to investigate worse rigging than lottery. Thank you. I'm like, really? They probably gave her that because you complained. You've had ops since you were 7 in St. Aura. Thank you. I mean, my theory that I've been working with, like my whole life, is that the people that were like the judges that were working there just wanted to go home. They're like, we could give her a tough word, or we could just clock out. Bunt. Your word is bunt. In the last round of regional spelling bee, they give her a 4-letter word. So that one got me. That's the one of my. It's funny because that was, golly, bro. That was like 14 years ago. That was a third of my life, even less. Less than 2/3 of my life ago. Math pro over here. Less than 2/3 of my life ago, and I still remember it like it was yesterday. Beachhead and bunt. You could tell they were just going down the B's. They like, what's the easiest word we can find in B? How about bunt? Drove me crazy. Ugh. I have a headache now. But yeah, so that's why misspelling condensed milk brought up that little fire in me. The Iceman. Anyway, I didn't want to derail our dessert convo, but that's just the way it is sometimes. Who's that? Anyways, now I'm hot. Now I'm really hot. I should put that on my Hinge profile. What if I told you that I almost won regionals in the second grade spelling bee? That's not bad. That's not bad. That might get some clicks. Like, damn, this guy can spell and has a YouTube channel. My kind of guy. Spelling bees also always felt so damn forced to me. Like, damn, like we're really making modern Twitter debate tactics a competition. It's Otis. Yeah, no, I agree. I think spelling bees are a weird competition for sure. But again, I suck at sports, so like that was the thing. Like I tried football and basketball, but I was so damn awkward on the floor. Like it was not good. I'm not athletic. I'm tall for nothing. Oh my god, bro. A different story for a different day. But my 7th grade basketball team was one for the books. Different story for a different day, but it was one for the books. I'll say that. Oh my god. The fun part though is I was typically taller than people, so I was like a bored monster. Unlike DeAndre Stupid Ayton, this guy could crash the glass. Dude gets 4 rebounds in his return to Phoenix. I can't, man. I can't. But yeah, dude. It's always funny looking back. Looking back's a real pain sometimes. There it is. You guys ever had this stuff? Protein candy. Pretty good. I cannot shoot for the life of me. Yeah, me neither, pal. Me neither. Pickup games, if I make a 3, I'm like, bro, I'm walking off if I make a 3. I love watching reels of like pickup games, and it's like a dude will make a shot and he's like just talking. Or my favorites are when someone's really bad and they're like, pass me the ball, pass me the ball. They don't get the ball and they just like crash out and like leave the court. I love watching people get mad in pickup games. It's great. I wasn't athletic either, but I'm also not personally not competitive. See, that's where you and I are divided, Stoner Cat. I'm not athletic. I have no reason to be competitive. I love competing, man. I hate seeing other people do better than me. Dude, it drives me crazy. That's why as a small YouTuber, it drives me crazy when I see other content do better than numbers than me, which like every video on the app basically does better numbers than me. And like, it drives me crazy. I hate it, bro. Like I'm competitive in everything, dude. I was competitive in the broadcast class I was in. Like the morning news show I was competitive in. I had like beef with a lot of people because I was just like about it. What other things have I been competitive in? Adult flag. Oh, another thing. When I go on runs, if I see someone pass me, fuck that. Like I'm catching up to him. One time there was this guy who was running clearly faster than me, grown ass man, and I'm running, and I'm like, I'm not letting this guy beat me. So we're on the beach, bro, and I start going full on sprint. He wasn't just gonna let me have it. So he starts going full on sprint, and we're going. And I think I won. We didn't have any like, cameras or anything. I think I won. He gave me a fist bump and then he just kept jogging like as if it didn't even affect him. Meanwhile, I had to like stop and like collect myself because I put it all on the line. I'll get rebounds and assists though. Yeah, hell yeah, James. James is all about getting the boards. If I'm there with my friends, I'm prime Dion waiters out there. I'm a shot chucker with no handles. Hell yeah. That's the way to do it, man. Game is game. I'd probably be decent as a pickup QB. Hunter was a part of the morning news. It was like for a high school or an actual news thing. It was for high school. One day I'll go over it on stream. One day. I want to get bigger. I want to get bigger before I go over it on stream. But it is documented. I have it. I have it all, man. And I had some good lines. I had some good times, man. That was like, that's the shitty part. It's like it kind of was a peak in high school. But it was fun, man. Competing. And bro, I was such a flirt too. I was such a flirt in that broadcast class. If I wasn't so fat in high school, I would have pulled like crazy. And then I wouldn't have like such severe ego issues that I have today. So, thanks a lot, high school, Hannah. Probably can't throw 20 to 30 yards, though. Come on, James. Work on that arm, dude. Use the Russ Wilson ball. You guys seen this? Pat McAfee talked about it. The Russ Wilson aerobie football. Okay, I looked up Russell Wilson football. I realized that didn't really garner the results I thought it would. This one right here. Holy shit, I just saw the scariest thing of my life. Here it is. Russ Wilson aerobie football. But you ain't seen nothing yet. I want to buy this. I want to buy this. What'll it take? Out of stock. What'll it take? What'll it take to get the Russell Wilson Seattle Seahawks 24-inch studs plush? What will it take? I will find this. I swear to you. Back plate and everything. It's like a Stretch Armstrong that doesn't go anywhere. I will find this. Why is this so damn hard to find? I think I got it. Sold out, of course it is. Damn it, hold on. Out of stock. Come on, dude. Damn, man, this thing is like this thing's like finding a needle in a haystack. I mean, this is also kind of mortifying. Whatever. I'm vicarious competitive with my sports teams, obviously. They see, hell yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it. Be competitive about things that are like more or less out of your control and make fun of people if their teams suck. If you're at my debate in high school history, you're so if you're at my debate in high school in history, if you're competitive, I wish you were. Okay, god damn, I need to work on reading. That's my New Year's resolution in February. If you were at my debate in history, you'd be so competitive. I wish you were at my debate in history if you were so competitive. There, golly, that is not on you at all, James. I don't know why I had such a hard time reading that. What the hell? Funny, I had debate in my own history class. I was Abraham Lincoln and I got first rounded. I got bounced. It was like a president's debate. You like play a president. You like try and prove that you're better than the opponent. And I got bounced first round with Abraham Lincoln. It was a bad day. It's a bad day. I remember accidentally bullying an exchange student off our university jogging truck because I kept laughing her like Captain America at the beginning of the movie. On your left. That's hilarious. I did that too a bunch at school. Yeah. The university track. People would be walking on the track. I'm like, get out of my way, dude. Yeah, same. It's so fun mogging people at the college gym. We were debating whether or not America should have dropped the atomic bombs. Boy, that probably got hostile. That's a loaded issue. My middle school had a morning broadcast. Thank God, that brings back memories. Kind of crazy. It was each morning on each class TV. Dude, I felt so famous. It was such a great time. If I start talking about my morning broadcast class, the stream's gonna go for 7 hours. But it was a great time. I loved it. It was so much fun. I'd rather place the ball in the receiver's hands than have a moonball going in triple coverage and pray. So James, you're check down, man. The Drew Brees. I like it. I like it. I looked away for 5 seconds. Why is Russell Wilson's face scrunched up in his arms in the middle of a T-post? I want that damn thing. I want the Scruggs or whatever the hell it's called. This is not the one we want. This is the one. Here we go. Okay. This can't be sold out. $75? It's funny. It's not that funny. 75 bucks? What are you kidding me? Come on, dude. Okay, studs plush. Okay, let's just look this up. NFL 24-inch studs plush. I'm sure we can find some stuff. There's Todd Gurley. It's only 17 bucks. Come on, man. There's the giant study buddies. Russ. Jameis. Hold on, this might be good. They're all out of stock, bro. This is $6. Could you imagine finding this for $6? Oh my God, that's the grail of all grails. How'd you lose with Lincoln? And worst of all, I lost to who followed Abraham Lincoln? Hold on. I'm sure like a history buff in here knows this, but Abraham Lincoln's successor. After Lincoln got killed, which, you know, spoiler alert for, you know, the 1800s, Abraham Lincoln got Andrew Johnson, who I think got impeached. Yeah, Andrew Johnson got impeached and thrown out of office. Yeah, I lost. And you know why I lost? Because all the squares in my class were like, damn, I lost it. I lost it. I lost the studs plush. Whatever. But yeah, all the squares in my class, because I went up there and I'm like, I'm Abraham Lincoln. Don't overthink it. That was my whole debate. I'm like, I'm Abraham Lincoln. What are we doing here? And they're like, this guy didn't even try. He just went up there and thought he was hot shit. Like, yeah, I'm Abraham. What? I got a nice stream from Hana. What's up, Crafty Southpaw? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. What the shit is this? You lost to Grant, not Andrew Johnson. I lost to Johnson. No, I did. I lost to stupid Andrew Johnson. Did they say it was because you caused a civil war? Not even. I don't even remember. She didn't I lost to a girl and it was a bummer because a huge crush on this girl, which was really mortifying. And I went 0 for 3. You know what it was? is the class didn't, I wasn't like a very popular guy in the class, you know, like, because it was an AP class. It was AP US history. And how do I put this? I don't think smart people like me very much. Not, you know, you guys are smart, obviously. I don't think AP kids resonated with me a lot in high school. Because, like, I was in the classes, I got good grades, but I was never like, I'm never the type to be like, God, I'm so stressed about this test. I'll fail a test before I appear scared. And I've done that many times. And I just don't think they liked me very much. I was just cracking jokes and I was just kind of, you know, I was so damn cool. But I was a broadcast nerd. I didn't have like my nose in a book all of high school. In fact, I didn't buy a single textbook in all of high school. That's a true fact. I haven't bought a textbook since middle school. Went throughout high school and college not buying a textbook. I either pirated it or I figured it out. Most of the time, the latter. And I don't think they liked that. So when I went up there and was just like, I'm Abraham Lincoln. Do I need any, what else? You know, he was a pretty good president, I think. And, you know, stop slavery, the Gettysburg Address. Come on, vote with your heart here. And they're like, that's not enough. I also had other presidents that I also lost. So again, it just goes to show either I'm not a good debater, which is horse shit, or, you know, class didn't like me. It's not my fault. We have so many obstacles that even Abe Lincoln couldn't save you. That's what I mean. At the end of the day, I was Abraham Lincoln. Dude got shot in the back of the head. I felt like him for a while. That's what I should have said. This is totally unrelated, but I feel like I would be remiss if I didn't talk about this. One of the reasons people in the class didn't like me was because I said what was on my mind, as I do so well. And we're doing presidential debates where you play the president. Tell me why one kid comes in with an American flag on his shoulders. I'm like, I literally say it the second he walks in. I'm like, nice flag, dude. Cool look. It makes you very unique amongst all the American presidents we're working with. It's a U.S. president's debate, and you bring an American flag in as like your prop. How cool. Nice. How original. What a class act. That guy ended up going to UCLA. Good for him. Yes, Johnson was the first president to be impeached. Yeah, and I got first rounded. It's bullshit. AP kids are either chill or snobs. Yeah, I was mostly with the latter in my AP US history class. He wasn't thrown out. He survived the impeachment trial. Yes, I just saw that by a vote. So you're right. Yeah, he wasn't thrown out. He made it, but he wasn't exactly a great president. You had to buy textbooks in high school. Oh yeah, for sure. I guess that was also kind of like a smart ass take for a debate, but also it's like, damn, it's like, thank you. It's also like, damn, he's not wrong. The point, like, he's not wrong. It's Abraham Lincoln. Why are we reinventing the wheel here? Sorry, Otis. Not Otis Watkins, but other Otis. I literally don't study and goof off so easy. Yeah, there you go. A-push is easy. James is having a good time. Yeah, A-push isn't even that hard. Once you figure out how to do a DBQ, it's like, come on. I passed the test. Thanks, COVID. The AP test was online, so I passed it. I didn't cheat, but it was a lot of stress was off. So that was nice. That probably didn't help my AP kids arguments. One time we did another debate in AP English and everyone's like doing this grandiose, nuclear energy is awesome. Big data is gonna kill us all. And I'm like, you should really have the day off after the Super Bowl, like off of work. That's nonsense. Like everybody watches the Super Bowl. Why are we celebrating St. Patrick's Day and not the day after the Super Bowl? Like it's bullshit that you don't get the day off, but we have President's Day in the same month, like as if that matters. Who cares about President's Day? The day after the Super Bowl, that should be a national holiday. And they're like, what is this guy's problem? He's not even into school. It's like, yeah, that's true. Film major. Yeah. Not gonna lie, you deserve the L. That hurts. That hurts. SAQs are all that though. I never figured out SAQs. Never needed to. Once again, thanks COVID. My AP test was just one DBQ and I smashed it. It was great. And thank God too, because I was not gonna get that test if I was working with a full deck. Remember we had a World War sim and no one wanted to be my ally because we were the Ottoman Empire, so we were fighting each other. I grew my army and economy to superpower level and conquered them. And they were all pissed at me. Yeah, they don't want winners to win. Yeah, totally. Totally. I completely agree. We played Oregon Trail and they're like, let's buy a bunch of oxen. I'm like, why? That's gonna make us slow down. And guess what? We died as a class in Oregon Trail. It's like, you guys think you're all hot shit and super smart. Same thing happened in college too. I hate nothing more than someone who thinks they're smarter than they are. Because like the fact of the matter is, and this is gonna sound like a casual take, But then, no, it's not. The smartest people on this earth recognize how little they know. It's like, I think it's Aristotle, Socrates, one of those philosophers said it. It's like the more I know, the less I know. Or that's not the quote. It's like the smarter I get, the less I know. Or like the further I go down, you guys get what I'm saying. It's like it takes real intellect to understand that there's so much information and knowledge and so much depth to information in every kind of topic you could imagine. You could spend your life studying bread and still not have it figured out in 70 years. There's so much depth to things. And people who think they know everything are the worst kind of people to hang out with, and that's why I never got along with the AP kids. Yeah, that clip of the dude writing on the burning paper. That's me every test in the SAQ, just putting pencil to paper. No think, just brain dumping. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's sick, James. That's a good pull. AP tests are the biggest scams in history. I had to learn the hard way. No doubt. No doubt. I remember one time protesting that I failed an AP test and I didn't win. But because again, it was thanks a lot COVID. I went 1 for 2 in AP tests during COVID, which was complete nonsense because I nailed my AP Lang AP test. I'm still mad about it, but whatever. I was so pissed. I was like, this is gonna ruin my life, and then it ended up not mattering. So life goes on. Shout out to Erica Badu. She has a line basically saying the same thing. There you go. There it is. I gotta pull up like the actual quote. Did she say it like I did? It's like actual smart people don't actual smart people don't realize that there's more depth to anything, and the less you know, the more you know. Is that what she said? Okay, Socrates quote about knowing nothing. There it is. I think Rogan said this. The only true wisdom is knowing you know nothing. See, that's a more succinct way to put it. That's actually what it is. Yeah. You do a couple psychedelics, you'll get there. So I've heard. AP test only worth you can guarantee a 5. I'm currently 0 for 1 on AP testing. I got a 1 on the comp sci AP test. I can't imagine that's a fun one. I can't imagine that's an easy one. So prayers out to you, James. Keep your head up, man. But yeah, AP tests are only worth you can guarantee a 5. That is true. Well, no, most colleges will take a 4, but you definitely want to guarantee a 5. You definitely want to have a good teacher. If you have a bad teacher, you may as well just not do it. Shout out my sister who's taking AP Gov. She's not taking the test, but she's taking the class. So there it is. Shout out Maddie. Hell yeah. Turn 18 soon too. It's weird having younger siblings. It's a newer development in my life. So buns. I can only imagine. The man that knows something knows that he knows nothing at all. There it is. That too. Perfect. Or that must be her line. That must be Erica's. Erica's? Yeah. The man that knows something knows he knows nothing at all. That's it. That's brass tacks for you. That's the way. That's just the way it is, man. Yeah, dude. This conversation, this stream is. This is the classic Hunnaball stream. Just going from like random ass topic to random ass topic. We covered football. We did that shit. And yeah, hook a brother up low key. On what? The AP test? James, relax. Oh, man. Let's see. There it is. South Orange County is busy right now, so I should go door dashing. Yeah, man. Anyways. Well, man, AP tests are a scam unless you know you're going to pass them. And mint chocolate chip is an underrated ice cream flavor. I'm excited to hear more about that ice cream snow cone type deal. Keep it cold. Keep it ice cold. Drop a like if you haven't already. It turns into a football. And let me make sure the music. Yep, we're still got the hot summer Kirby mix. That's fun. But yeah, fellas, that's basically all I got. So, unless someone's got like some cool topic to bring up, AP Calc. BC was absolute hell. I had 20 plus people in class, ended with 11. I bet. AP Math sounds like agony too. Oh boy. I bet, bro. I could barely handle pre-calc. It's another class where the smart kids didn't care for me very much because I kind of just wear idiot. If you could tell. But anyways, if this world were mine, I would have passed all my AP classes, and everyone that thinks they're smarter than me would, not be. All right. Anyways, that's all I got for tonight, though, fellas. Tune in tomorrow for the Combine coverage. We'll be here at noon. Pre-count light, TBH. You guys are too damn smart. Yeah, we'll be here at noon West, 3 o'clock Eastern to cover the... What is it again? It's lineman, I think. Yeah, let's watch big boys run the 40. Yeah, so we'll be doing that. So tune in for that tomorrow. We're probably not going to have a morning show if that's the case, which is fine. And yeah, we're going to be covering the Combine all weekend long. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. But this was fun. It's nice. I love these night streams because more people can join them because I understand not being able to make the morning ones. So again, drop a like if you haven't already. And Lakers lost. And the Giants probably should take Sonny Styles. You go DBs and tight ends. There you go. That's even better. I'm excited for that one. Big boys are on Sunday, I think, then. I'm excited. So yeah, tune in for that. And if you can't make it, watch it after. And we'll be recapping the whole thing Sunday night. Waiting all day for Sunday night. Until then, I will see you. We might not stream through the Sunday stream. We'll see. Sunday, we might do a night stream. That's probably... No, wait. We'll figure it out. I'll know by then. Point is that I appreciate you guys tuning into this one. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Drop a like if you haven't already. And, yeah. Hunna can't do calculus. Yeah. How to spell. There it is. All right. Let me shoot my shot, gang. All right, James. And I'll let you guys know if I go on a second date with this girl. Anyways, have a good night, fellas, and I will see you tomorrow, hopefully. Hunna Russell Wilson 22-inch plushie that is no longer for sale. See ya. Have a good night.